trouble. Welcome to Bracket Bash, the podcast. We take a bracket of 32, 64, 128 and more and banter our way down to a winner. I am your host this week, Freddie Fisher, and this is...
This is, of course, your boy Q, everybody. Y'all know me. I'm the energy. I'm the liveness. I'm the reason why y'all tune in. I did check that, by the way. I do have more views. We all have more views when I'm on. I checked that. It's factual.
Actually, he's not wrong about that, but the comments I get when he's on is because people are waiting. It's like a Jackass episode. We're just waiting for shit to happen. And every time there's like a 30-second pause because we don't tell Q when he's on mute. It's just absolutely fantastic. So check out those bloopers. Next up, we have Shy and a very, very special guest that she brought in. Shy, how you doing?
I'm doing fabulous. How are you all?
I'm super. Thanks for asking. Gosh.
And would you like to
Struggling
introduce
to
your
not
guest?
make a big gay owl joke. And this is our lovely little more than semi podcast virgin Logan. Little baby.
Logan, by the way, he's not a bastard version though. He's been on at least one bastard show. He's been on the central booking episode, one of the central booking episodes that we've done. So he's been on our page. He's just first time on Bastards. Last up, but a bastard favorite nonetheless, we have Jamie. Jamie, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How you doing? Doing awesome here. I'm having a great freaking day. So let's get this show on the freaking road.
This show is brought to you by one of some of our old friends over at the I Did Not Make These Rankings Network. They have a draft episodes that they do once a week, and just one of the topics they had was perfectly cast roles. I saw the list that they had, and I thought it was absolutely genius. So we decided to do that. Before we get started, there's a couple rules and regulations and such. I personally call them lifelines. Number one, pass the parcel. We have a list all right here of the contenders this week. Over on Bracket Bastards, the audience vote, people have been voting the entire week. You guys have this option as well. The week prior, before the show goes live, everything that's there, you guys get to vote on. You may be a tiebreaker in the long run. Pass the parcel. Next up is steal a vote. One time during the show, you are allowed to steal one person's vote as long as they are going after you and it is your turn and they have not voted yet. So keep that in mind. And last but not least is the oldie with the goodie, that is blowing your load. If you're one of the first people to go and don't want to be one of the first people to go, blow your load. It means you're going last. If somebody else blows their load after you, you are no longer going last. You're going directly before them, and so on and so forth. Pass the parcel and steal a votes are good up into the before third place voting. It's the first four matchups into the third round, and blowing a load can go all the way to the end of the show. As always, I'm going to go ahead and start us off. We're talking about perfectly cast roles on this one, so keep that in mind. It's in the TV section. There's a section for TV and three sections for movies. TV section, it is either Paul Reubens as Pee Wee Herman or Kelsey Grammer as Frasier Crane. Kelsey Grammer has been Frasier Crane on at least 3 different TV shows. So I got to give him that. But as far as iconicness and one of the best casting decisions that I have ever seen, that has got to go with Paul Reubens. May he rest in peace as well. He gets my vote. Q, is it Pee Wee Herman or Frasier Crane?
I gotta go with Pee Wee Herman. Just for the whole, like, I mean, I think he does the part really well, but I like the whole, like, thing just to make an egg at the beginning of fucking Pee Wee Herman's big adventure.
Gets another one. Logan.
I'm gonna have to agree with you two. I'm going with Pee Wee Herman, mainly because of the tequila dance. When he dances to tequila, is just iconic. And I don't think anyone else could have pulled that off.
Gets to vote and the win. Shy.
Yeah, I also have to go with Pee Wee Herman there. I do appreciate Fraiser's smart assery, but as it goes for iconicness, yeah, you got to go Pee Wee Herman.
And Jamie, finish this up.
I cannot let this be a full sweep without at least not saying how much I do not like Kelsey Grammer. Okay, just said it. I don't like him. Don't care for him. So I didn't like him as Frasier. I don't think it was an awkward. I feel like for knowing his personality a little bit more outside of the limelight to that character, I don't think it's paired up very well. It makes it a little awkward for me. So the awkwardness for Pee Wee Herman, though, telling you, mwah, perfect, chef's kiss.
Starting off with the sweep, Bubbles will be proud. Key starts us off. Is it Peter Dinklage as Tyrone Lannister? By the way, on the list, it's written as Tyrone. That's because the freaking autocorrect just corrected me so many damn times I got pissed off and just left it. Or Rainn Wilson as Dwight Schrute from The
All right,
Office.
what was the first one again? Sorry, I wasn't quite fully paying attention.
Tyrone Lannister from Game of Thrones.
Oh, I gotta go with Lannister. I've
Gets
never
a vote.
seen GOT, but it just sounds good.
Gets a vote, Logan.
I gotta go with Dwight. Rainn Wilson did a phenomenal job of portraying Dwight in The Office.
Shy.
You know, you're talking to probably the biggest Office fan, so 1,000% got to be Dwight. With props to Rainn Wilson for if you have read his book, The Bassoon King, the whole opening introduction is written by Dwight. So it's got to go to Dwight.
Gets a vote, Jamie.
And speaking for Bubbles from the last thing, got a nice little pop fizz there for her. I'm definitely gonna keep that yep going and vote for Dwight.
I'm not voting for Lannister on this one. I'm voting for Peter Dinklage in general. Because this man is a phenomenal actor and he's spoken out for the rights of I know we don't care about offending people on their show, and I'm usually really, really good about that. But I'm just going to say for little people out there, as far as the entire film rights and making sure they're well represented and everything else. So this is a shout out to him, knowing that he already lost. Dwight moves on to the next round. Logan,
I'm gonna say this real quick. Hang on, real fast. I am not an Office fan.
Oh, I'm not either.
At all.
Yeah, I love British humor. I love dry humor, but The Office.
Y'all are killing me. You don't like Star Wars.
Pretty well knows.
You don't like Star Wars. You don't like Harry Potter. Now you don't like The Office.
Hey, whoa.
Yeah, no. Q gets a pass.
Okay, first of all, Harry Potter is great. So don't start with that. I am a Potter fan. It's like I may not be a pothead, but a Potterhead, I would definitely agree with.
Big fat
both.
Into the movie section though, we're getting away from TV. Logan starts us off. Is it Jason Momoa as Aquaman or Heath Ledger as Joker?
Oh, that's such a hard one.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
I'm gonna go with Heath Ledger's Joker. His portrayal was just the greatest portrayal of the Joker I've ever seen.
Gets a vote. Shy.
So to be honest, the only reason that Jason Momoa would get my vote is because he is beautimous. And I would lick things off his body.
Yes, girl.
But as far as we're talking an overall performance, not based on gorgeousness, it's got to go to Heath Ledger.
Gets another one, Jamie.
I would like to agree with everything you said, but I am going to vote for my Iowa boy, my yumminess. I do feel like he ended up fitting into that role pretty well, which kind of, I guess, shocked me a bit. And the work that he does to find the perfect water to use for their vodka line that he's doing and
Oh,
everything.
and
too.
just wait until he does Lobo. That's going to be even better.
Right. So I think it's a lot of fun how it's worked out. I think this is a giant, let's not forget, fuck you, Freddy matchup because fuck you. Okay. Just fuck you. But
Agreed.
if I could get a pass in Hollywood life, it'd probably be for Momoa because I feel like I have that hometown root thing too that I could play on that. So
Hey, give a girl a break. You know, we from here. So
yeah, I'm from where you're from. We know each other, you know.
we might as well have grown up next door. Just come on over.
Exactly. Like I go over and tap on the pond and see if I can get his attention. You know, see if a phone call gets through to him. Little
There you
tap
go.
on the pond. You never know.
I'm gonna give the tie-breaking decision to Q on this one, mainly because of the Iowa roots. Two, I think I got to give Heath Ledger his props on this because I think he did a wonderful job. But as far as a casting decision goes, I think Heath Ledger kind of, I wouldn't say saved the Batman series, but he did a good job in doing so. I think Jason Momoa completely rejuvenated Aquaman because Aquaman was a whiny little bitch, which realistically on the
Now
opposite,
you don't be fucking with Aquaman.
yeah, you don't be fucking with Aquaman now. But the only issue is I'm sitting there going, first of all, imagine Aquaman as a villain. Like this man controls water. Could you
I will go
imagine?
to the dark side.
Like, could you imagine what he would just do with a snap of his fingers? People are like 90% water. All right.
Just think about how wet we would be.
Like it's fine. He can do whatever. It's fine. I'm not worried
So
about it.
yeah,
I thought he could only control the fish.
no, he can control water itself.
He can control me.
Is it
Yeah.
also like he can? So he's like Poseidon then.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh,
Okay,
get love
'cause
on me, buddy.
the way I understood it, he could only really like have fish help him with his shit.
No, that's bitch Aquaman.
Yeah, that's the
And I
old version
feel
of
like-
Aquaman.
Okay,
Like
so
you
that's
said,
the real
Freddie.
Aquaman because Aquaman sucks.
And I
Either-
feel like the way you said it too, Freddie, he took a character, an unpopular character, not a no name, but a lower name one, like the D list of.
Like people know him, but they don't give a shit.
Yeah, like when people dress up as the Avengers, no one wanted to be Aquaman until Jason Momoa did what
yeah,
he
but
did.
then
Hey,
you
I'm
also
so
got
glad.
women on the beach, getting felt up and stuff, and no, and Aquaman's just sitting there in the ocean because he can't come on land, So yeah, come out here and do that stuff. Then he'll take care of stuff. Jesus Christ, stay away from the water. You're fine.
Thank you, Jamie, for adding Aquaman to the Avengers. It was needed.
Yeah.
No,
So, having said that, Q, is it Heath Ledger as Joker or Jason Momoa as Aquaman?
oh, it's definitely Heath Ledger's fucking Joker. He literally adopted that part. He made it what it was actually supposed to be, a psychotic, fucking mentally deranged fucking person, and he literally drove himself mad to play that role, which is nuts. That's dedication. R.I.P. by the way.
Well, we tried to keep an Iowa boy in here, but I guess it didn't work. Joker moves on 3-2 to the next round. Shy starts us off. Shy, is it Tom Hanks as Forrest Gump or Jim Carrey as Grinch?
Oh, I know a lot of your distaste for Forrest Gump, but Jim Carrey all the way. Jim Carrey for anything. Jim Carrey wins every time.
Jim Carrey gets a nod, Jamie.
And I'm gonna exorcise the demon. You better believe it. He is my favorite actor, but I do have to say he really took the Grinch to another level. I feel that he really gave a different type of sassiness and another a character angle to the Grinch when they gave him that role and everything. So damn right, yeah, I'm gonna go the Grinch.
Gets Jamie's vote. Gets my vote. Q. It's a Grinch. Forrest Gump.
Ooh, that's it. I'm not going.
I have nothing to wear.
Nothing to wear. I'm going with the Grinch. Jim Carrey.
And Logan to finish this out.
Gotta give it to the Grinch. I mean, I personal wise, I absolutely hate the movie Forrest Gump. I hate
So
it.
do I. Although I'm still a firm believer that Jenny Gump is like the one of the top 5 villains of all time.
Yes. She strung him along for years and then gave him.
Hey, she had her problems too. Okay, let's
Yeah, clearly-
we don't
clearly
bring
she
her
had
daddy
which-
issues into this.
Which would have been a lot less if you would have done the correct thing
The
and
first time.
been with Forrest Gump from like childhood.
Yeah, like
All
don't
of
leave
the-
him on for 30
All of the things, yeah. She had nobody to blame but herself. I know a lot of people who have, women especially, who have the bad childhoods with their dads and stuff like that, that are nowhere near as deranged as she is, and don't blame their dads for shit either. So, because they took care of stuff, they owned it. She didn't. So there's that. Grinch moves on 5-0 to the next round. In the words of Bubbles, that was our first sweep of the day.
No, it's not. It's the second sweep of the day.
Not if you're Bubbles. It's
Not
always
for
the first
Bubbles.
sweep.
Whatever. Oh my god.
Get fucked.
You have noticed that, by the way. Like she says that's our first sweep every time we get a sweep, right? Like
Does she?
As long
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
she says
She
it equally
started
every
that
time.
on like one of the podcasts. I think we only had like one sweep or something like that, and then like the next one we just had multiple, and she's just like our first sweep, like the whole
Yeah.
podcast.
Oh,
she did it.
Bubbles.
She did it 3 times last week.
That's amazing.
Then I'm like, yeah, thank you for following along there, Bubbles. That was our first sweep. Anyway, Jamie
Man.
starts us off. Is it Matthew Lillard's Shaggy or Josh Gad's Olaf?
Oh, fuck you.
Pretty sure my wife would have a problem with that.
Probably.
But it's
Talk to
taking
her about it
too long
first.
to
She'll be fine.
decide.
Oh, really? We're gonna do Olaf or Shaggy. I'm gonna go ahead and go with Olaf.
Shaggy.
No, nope. I'm kidding. I'm gonna go with Shaggy. They both have references to Mike, my boyfriend, but it's just funny. I'm gonna go with Shaggy because he does do a great job. So, and that's also for Harley out there. Whoop whoop, Matthew Lillard.
I am a huge Matthew Lillard fan. We did an entire bracket dedicated to Matthew Lillard. One of these days we may do a bracket dedicated to Josh Gad because he's had a lot of damn good roles too. I think there's a lot of people out there that could have played Shaggy, if not as well as Matthew Lillard, but close enough to it that it wouldn't, like in an alternate dimension, that it would be okay. But I couldn't think of another person who could do Olaf as well as Josh Gad does, and still continues to do in video games and stuff like that. Matthew Lillard and Josh Gad is just kind of, it's 2 persons of the same flavor. The same word, different fonts, as my co-host Kate would say. So I'm going to go with Josh Gad on this one, so at least he gets a vote. Q, is it Josh Gad as Olaf or Matthew Lillard as Shaggy?
Like Olaf from Frozen?
Yeah.
No, anybody can act like, a dumb snowman. Anybody. I could do that. Jamie could do that. White enough. She don't even need to paint her. She's just boom, perfect. But what I'm saying is nobody can just, you can't portray to be a stoner mystery detective, that's got to be something inside. So
Well,
I got to go with
he could
Shaggy
do
on this one, most definitely. He played that role perfect. Anybody else I have seen play Shaggy, I fucking turn it off because it's trash. And I
Tell us
love
how
it.
you really. Tell us how you really feel.
Oh, and he also did a great job in Scream.
Okay.
As a murderer, great job.
He's so
Like,
pissed off.
it's like he
Word
was
has
fighting
it.
the whole time. Like, that really hurts, man. Like,
Feeling a little woozy here. From what I understand, he's coming back too. Logan, is it Josh Gad as Olaf or Matthew Lillard as Shaggy?
Matthew Lillard as Shaggy. The early 2000s Scooby Doo movies were like my childhood. So
Gets a vote and the win. Shy.
Yeah, I mean, I have to agree with Q. Of you could get anybody to like shoot if you threw Will Ferrell in there to play Olaf, it'd be great. Now, if we're talking about Josh Gad in playing LeFou, I don't think you could have picked somebody better.
Yeah.
But if it's not going to be Casey Kasem, then it's got to be Matthew Lillard. So it's got to be Matthew Lillard.
At least it's not a sweep on that one. Shaggy moves on 4-1 to the next round. I start the next one off. It is Anthony Hopkins as Hannibal Lecter or Gilbert Godfrey as Iago.
oh.
There has been multiple people to play Hannibal throughout the years. Every one of them put a different spin on it, much like the entire Joker element, Batman element, stuff like that. But Iago, I'm much like Q. Like, I don't think I would accept anybody but Gilbert Godfrey to play that role until now, because Gilbert Godfrey is gone. But so you'd have to have somebody play the role. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Iago on this one. Q, is it Iago or Hannibal?
that is a legendary voice. Anybody who hears his voice automatically puts it to the bird. Iago, right away. I mean, that's like the first thing I can really remember his voice from was Aladdin. I remember when I was younger, I was in my bedroom and I heard his voice out on TV. He was doing like a commercial or something, and I thought my parents put on Aladdin. So I go running out there thinking I'm gonna watch Aladdin, and no, it's just some dude on the damn TV. Sounds like it. It sounds like the bird, Iago. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go. That's gonna have to be my vote because yeah, it's just if it's not that voice, I don't want to hear it.
Gets a vote. Logan.
Continuing with the train, I'm going to Iago.
Shy.
Okay, well, I think all of that's bullshit because Gilbert Godfrey just pisses me off. And yeah, there's been 50 million different spins on Hannibal Lecter, but the only Hannibal Lecter to me is Anthony Hopkins, so it's got to be Anthony Hopkins.
What's the age group? What's the age group for here? Like, obviously, I know how old Jamie is. I know how old Freddie is. Where's the range of you guys? Are you guys like in our?
I'm
like,
29. He's 25.
So
You're
it'd be about 20 years.
You're
At most
29,
20
he's
years.
25? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
As far as the spread goes, it's about 20 years.
That would explain it. Then.
Actually, it's more like 15 years. Because Jamie's not too much past me. So it's more about like 15
Jamie's
years.
older than you?
Yeah, not by a lot. But
Oh, I did not know that. I thought you were older than Jamie.
yeah, that's because I'm a lot more immature. So
I don't know. You haven't really seen Jamie in like the workplace.
that was complete sarcasm, dude. I'm probably the most mature person here. That's not saying much, but
So the bar's not set very high
No.
right here.
that's like being the smartest kid on a short bus. It's not.
I felt so superior that one time.
You stepped on the wrong bus.
I did.
Then you asked why the windows taste like purple.
I thought it was the color 9 myself. That's all right. Jamie finishes out. Is it Hannibal or Iago?
I was thinking about the different Hannibals that we've had and everything. And I am going to go ahead and go with Iago here, Gilbert Godfrey, like you were saying. There's really one and only. So I'll agree with that.
Gets a vote and the win. 4-1 to the next round. Q starts us off. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Logan starts us off on this one. No, Q's back. Penis first. Q. Is it Elle Woods, played by Reese Witherspoon from Legally Blonde, or Mrs. Doubtfire, played by Robin Williams from Mrs. Doubtfire? The fact that I have to make him choose between these two, just
I caught it this time.
barely.
Damn it.
Oh, like halfway through the word "fuck," but it's all right.
Yup.
Like ugh.
Well, I noticed it and I was like, fuck, because I was like, damn it, you know. But anyways, I'm so happy I get to start this one off. So happy. Because I was that one vote against Robin Williams. That'd have been a pearl necklace for him, wouldn't it have been?
No, because I think he got voted against in the next round too.
I don't think he did. No, I was the only one to vote against him.
There was one last week, by the way, that was almost a pearl necklace because it ended up going to the finals.
I'm so proud of myself for that.
Anyhow, though, he did do a phenomenal job in Mrs. Doubtfire. I will say that. But I can't give him the vote. I just can't do it. So my vote's going to have to hang with the other guy.
Elle Woods, which is the other girl
not Elle Woods,
on that
but-
one.
Yeah.
Logan, is it Reese Witherspoon or Robin Williams?
I have to go with Robin Williams from Mrs. Doubtfire. Shy can attest. I will randomly scream, "Help us on the way, dear."
Hello!
Hello!
Shy.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You could get anybody to play a ditzy blonde. I don't give two shits about Reese Witherspoon or Legally Blonde for that matter. So it's going to be Robin Williams.
Jamie, Robin Williams is Mrs. Doubtfire or Reese Witherspoon is Elle Woods?
As Shy just said, I have no fucks to give about that blonde. So I'm going to give it to Robin Williams because Q doesn't like him.
Y'all just jealous because you ain't blondes.
Hell no.
No,
I'm good.
I'll pass.
Absolutely never.
I was
Ever.
more or less referring to the two females, but Logan, you can be involved too.
I'm going to go with Reese without her spoon on this one and Elle Woods. I think I can name at least 3 other people off the top of my head that I think would have done a better job with Mrs. Doubtfire. Even back then.
Go. Name
Then,
them.
I was going to say, I need a list here.
All right, I'm all ears.
I'm trying to. I have their
What was that?
No, not off the
I
top
have
of
their
your
image
head.
in my head. The person who played the jerk in the movie The Jerk.
Never seen The Jerk.
Yeah.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Seen that one?
I've seen that one.
Okay, the dick in that one. Not John Candy, but the other one.
The other guy. I don't know if he could play a good female though. I just don't know if he could play the role.
Oh,
Steve Martin?
agree.
Yeah. Steve, I think Steve Martin would have done an absolutely excellent job, especially being playing a dad that is just kind of like completely unhinged by this point. I think that I think John Candy would have done an excellent job at that one too. Yeah,
Maybe.
and it would have been a
I can
lot
see the
funnier
Steve
because I don't think he could pass as a girl that well either.
What would be a funny attempt would be Bill Murray.
Yeah, Bill Murray's another one too. I think Bill, especially back then, Bill Murray would have been
Jim Carrey.
absolutely hysterical. Martin Short.
Ooh.
Oh, Yeah, that'd be
Martin
a good
Short
one.
would have done an excellent job at that one too. So that's my point, though. And I don't like the movie Mrs. Doubtfire in the first place. I just don't. I think
Tommy.
it cancels out the struggles that men, especially nowadays, and it's gotten worse. Men have to go through is even having to see their kids, and the hoops that they have to jump through as single parents, because most of the states out there are classified as mom states. Iowa, especially Iowa, the mom in the situation pretty much has to be a meth head, and even then it goes to the grandparents.
And you
The
have
kid
You
goes to the
gotta
and
grandparents.
you
take
have
it.
to have like
You gotta
physical
take it a
evidence.
dark way,
My,
Freddie. Jesus.
Yeah.
my,
So
my cousin got custody of his kid, and that's because he literally had picture evidence of his fucking baby mama fucking doing a line.
yeah, and you have to have really good lawyers and everything else involved.
And
A
he
lot of
still
guys,
almost lost.
a lot of guys I know in this situation just give up because the cards are so stacked against them. It's not. There's no point. So I don't even like this movie because I don't think guys should have to go through that much just to be able to see, just to babysit their kids on that entire thing. So Elwood would have gotten my vote. Miss Doubtfire moves on though 3-2. Logan starts us off. Logan, is it Miranda Priestley played by oh fuck
Meryl
Miranda
Streep.
Priestley from
Meryl
Devil
Streep.
Wears Prada. Thank you. I didn't have it written down. Okay, so Miranda Priestley played by Meryl Streep, or Jack Sparrow played by Johnny Depp.
I'm going with Jack Sparrow because I love the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, but also I've never seen Devil Wears Prada, so
You're missing out. It's a damn good movie.
On absolutely nothing. Every time, if Freddie recommends it, do not watch it.
I wouldn't be the
Learned this
only
from
one.
movie that he recommended. He was like, "It's a great movie. You're gonna love it."
It is a great
I watched
movie, especially
fucking
as a stoner.
35 minutes of it, and I was like, "This is trash. I cannot watch this. What the hell did he have me do?" I think he was either setting me up, or he really thinks it's a good movie, and it's just bad.
Oh no, it's a horrible movie, but I also love horrible movies. The movie he's talking about, by the way, is Broken Lizard's Club Dread.
I have seen it.
So, it's
It's a terrible movie.
It's a horrible spoof movie, but if you go into it knowing that it's a horrible movie, it's a comedy. It's a damn good movie. But if you go in there thinking that it's supposed to
It was
be
just stupid. It
It's
wasn't
spo- it's-
funny. It was just.
But,
It was
well,
just.
a lot
it
of
was-
the time, that's the point. It's supposed to be bad. As
Yeah,
long
it's
as you
supposed to be
know
bad.
it's supposed to be bad,
Like,
then
super-
I didn't know it was supposed to be bad. Freddie's like, I recommend it. It's a great horror comedy movie. I didn't laugh within 35 minutes of the first fucking, and I was just like, what the hell is this? I was like, it's terrible acting. But then again, it is the 80s. So, I mean, it's terrible acting anyways.
Well, it's not the 80s.
Close enough.
That was early 2000s.
That was not early 2000s.
That was Club Dread. Unless you watched the wrong movie,
Club
you
Dread-
shouldn't have, because
You
I
gave it to me.
I gave you the disc. So,
well, that could be attributed to poor budget. So
yeah, that was for everybody out there who doesn't know who the Broken Lizards are. It's the same people who do the Super Troopers movie, Beer Fest, stuff like that. So, which are both good movies as well. Johnny Depp gets that vote regardless. So, Shy, is it Johnny Depp as Jack Sparrow or Meryl Streep as Miranda Priestley?
So, she does make an excellent villain and somebody that you just want to punch multiple times in the vagina. But Jack Sparrow is life, so it's got to be Jack Sparrow.
Gets a vote. Jamie.
I agree. Meryl Streep did a great job, but I'm definitely giving this one to Johnny Depp.
He deserves all the flowers.
He deserves them.
With that vote, Meryl Streep stays in round one. I can also reveal too that she got in the entire round one, which you can vote for 3 days on bracket on bracket bastard, the audience vote. She got 1 vote. She tied for last place with one other person, but within that tiebreaker, she ended up losing that tiebreaker as well. So she actually came up in last place out of everybody on this entire list. I'm going to go with Jack Sparrow as well. I think it has more to do with the matchup itself. I do like The Devil Wears Prada. It's a good movie, but to each their own. Q, finish this out. Is it Meryl Streep or Johnny Depp?
Okay, well, the only woman I think should be punched in the vagina just repeatedly would be Dolores Umbridge.
Thank you.
Hey, sometimes people pay extra.
I feel like that's the only
just
real
existing.
woman that deserves that more than any other person on the planet. Like, I would hate to be that actress, knowing that everybody hates me for this role because of this role. And she played it so well, though.
She did, and that's one person I'm surprised is not on this list is her because.
But anyhow, I'm gonna have to go with Captain Jack Sparrow, mate.
But you have heard of me.
Yeah, you are without doubt the worst part I've ever heard of.
Heard.
But you have heard of me. Like, that's all he cares about. He's like, but you know who I am.
You know
still.
the name, bitch.
Yeah, you still know the name.
All right. Captain Jack Sparrow moves on 5-0 to the next round. Be right back right after this break. All right. We have a thank you to review, by the way, guys.
Woohoo!
Oh. Before I became a podcaster, never did I think that all these 5-star reviews actually did anything. Well, I was wrong. But even though we're all bastard here, we're not going to expect you to take those super important 3 seconds with nothing in return. It's kind of rude. I'll trade you for it, though. If you send us a screenshot of your 5-star review on whatever you go to for YouTube, Spotify, or any other streaming services you may have, send it to us with a matchup or a letter or a question, and we'll do your shout out live on air. We'll call it our Thank You To review. By the way, if you ever want to send us a Thank You To review, it is bracket, BRACKET, the letters TY, number 2, letter R, at yahoo.com. It's a good way to get on the show as well. If you want to be on any of the Bastard programs, just go ahead and email me there, and we'll do what we can. This one this particular Thank You To review comes from Abel. Speaking of Jason Momoa, by the way, this one comes from Cumming, Iowa. So, yes, there is a town in Iowa called Cumming. It is CUMMING.
It's a fantastic place.
I believe it.
I kind of wish something like they had a big fireworks display or something every year, just because that way they can say that it ends with a bang. But that's me. Anyway, cheers, bastards. It's you and my Monday morning coffee commute that gets the week going for me. Love the shows you have and the lineup. Good work, Abel from Cumming, Iowa. My question is for the podcasters in you. The show is 150 plus deep now. 150 plus deep now, and most of them I haven't got to. What keeps you going? Do you have any advice for all the other independent podcasters out there? I know Shy comes from a podcasting background. She's also on the radio as well. Jamie is on another podcast, the Maniacal Music Musings, if I remember right. Q doesn't really do anything besides this, but he's been on some stuff in the past. So that's where we go there. I'm going to start with Jamie. Jamie, do you have any number one, what keeps you going doing podcasting, and do you have any advice for any independent podcasters out there?
I personally think the fact that we just have various topics that we can touch on, there's no limit, time changes things, so we can still even go back to that topic down the road and something else has changed, whether it's the panel we have voting at the time, or it's just we have more movies or other movies that we didn't include the first time, we can include the second time, or shows or whatever it may be. So there's always a variation of change. It just kind of keeps things interesting, and so my advice is just kind of embrace the change, embrace the flow of how things go in life, and getting different voices to join you on your podcast and things like that. Getting those different views and staying open will really kind of open up, I guess, where you go. Otherwise, if you stay one track mind, you're gonna keep going the same direction or the same circle.
And it's going to drive you crazy.
And with
Yeah,
that,
because you're gonna be like, I can't figure out what more I need to do. Well, maybe do something different. So, I mean, just giving different people, different topics, different timings. Like we always talk about, you can do a 32 bracket or 64 or 128. I mean, there's so much to talk about on just one single topic, and you can even break things down like per TV or movie, or just break it down to that character or that actor. There's a lot of things that you can really branch off and do. So just kind of keeping open minded will really get you going on the podcasting.
and we're gonna go with Shy next on this one. Shy and Logan. Logan hasn't been on a lot of podcasts, so I kind of want to get his point on the starting uh, as a guest type thing as well. But Shy, I want to start while he's thinking about that. Shy, as a radio host and a host of, or at least a content member of podcasts in the past, what's your thoughts on what keeps you going, and do you have any advice for any other independent podcasters out there?
Well, what really keeps me going is enjoying what I do. I was really thankful to be asked to be part of the radio. Music has always been a big part of my life and keeping me going in day to day. But even really just advice for people is to keep loving what you do. Um, like Jamie said, there's so many different ways that you can go, and like I plan out our Saturday night shows, and your options are endless, but as long as you keep it fun and enjoy what you're doing, I really think that's the main thing out of everything. Love what you do. Don't take yourself too seriously. Just enjoy yourself.
And Logan, do you have a response to that?
I mean, still being new to the podcast scene, honestly, kind of tail ending off what Shai just said about just having fun. That's the reason I've been doing the last couple podcasts. Is I've done them for fun,
Mhm.
and I've really enjoyed it. And I mean, do what you enjoy.
Cute.
So, yeah, I mean, I just add on to everybody. I would say, just enjoy what you're doing, have fun. If you're not having fun with it anymore, it's probably time to move to something different. I mean, you gotta enjoy what you're doing. Otherwise, it just kind of becomes something you don't want to do anymore, and then
Then what's
quality
the
goes
point?
down, everything goes down, and it's just not worth doing anymore. So enjoy it, have fun with it. Uh, Use your imagination. Anything can pretty much catch on. So
And as a
Uh,
tip for some people out there, that has been a big resource for me. If you need ideas, Reddit. Reddit has been a huge place for inspiration for me.
Reddit's always good. I always try to go to a website called Ranker for this particular show, at least, because there's lists for pretty much every topic you can possibly think of, and it works with us. Uh, what keeps me going as a podcaster? One, I've said this multiple times, but podcasting is cheaper than therapy, and I say that in a crass way, but it's actually kind of true. I don't know what it costs to go to therapy because uh, all I know is that my insurance doesn't cover it, so it's going to be out
it's
of pocket for me. It's going to be absolutely terrible. However, what I pay to be able to do this, the fun I have not only on these, the average show length is anywhere between 90 to 120 minutes. So if you if I get to spend an hour and a half to 2 hours just sitting chilling with my friends, talking about random subjects, laughing our ass off, and everything else, that's something that I get to look forward to each week. And that keeps my sanity in check. Also, and that doesn't include all the time that I get to, and I say get to because really it's not really a chore for me to edit the shows and think of of the the show titles and write the entire synopsis and all the ads and all the stuff that I get to do because it's a it's a creative outlet and something that I get to look at and say, hey, from the jump, this is something that I started. Myself and Q has been here since the jump, pretty much since the jump,
I missed
and
the very first episode. I was in two on though.
yeah. Q did miss the first episode, but I still give him shit for it. The 170 episodes deep. It's something that we've built over the last 3+ years, and it's really cool to see how we've grown. So
One brick at a time.
yeah, one asshole decision at the time.
And they say laughter is the best medicine, and it really is. At the end of the day, you've had a rough ass week. You come here to laugh your ass off, and
just don't do that when you have stitches, because that's not going to help you at all.
Very true.
Any advice for any other independent podcasters out there? One, it's cool to be by yourself. It really is, but find a group. I don't know what the absolute definition of independent is. I think it's that you're not in part of a corporation type thing. But if it wasn't for some of the friends and some people that I consider family now, part of the podcast group that I'm involved with and have been involved with different groups in the past, I wouldn't have learned as much as I have in the last couple of years on how to do things and how to do things cheaply and a whole bunch of other stuff as well. So get involved in the group, get your feet wet. If you decide to leave the group after 6 months, a year, or whatever like that, just make sure that it is cool with them and go whatever. Learn from. Sometimes it's better to learn from other people's mistakes than your own. On top of that, as I said before on this show, we don't do it for money. Well, I don't do it for money. I wish I could. We got paid a whole bunch of money for this, so I can spread the love to other people. I really would if I could, but it's more for the love of the game than anything else. It's like playing semi-pro football.
They
You don't really get paid for it, but it's just
so
kind of for the love of the game.
It's so worth it.
It's so worth it. So just keep your goals in check. Just know why you started it in the first place. If you're in it just to have fun, have fun. If you're in it to make money and you come from a fake perspective on things, people are going to know. Yeah, you're still going to have fun till a certain point, but people are going to know that you're being fake too. And the more fake you get, the less people are going to actually pay attention to you and have fun with you and everything else. So
have patience.
Yeah, have patience.
Yeah, it's not going to happen overnight.
No.
Unless you have some, major endorsement, or something, it's not going to happen overnight.
Unless you can borrow off of your name, because apparently Haley Welch has her own podcast and grew multiple thousands upon thousands of listeners within a week. For everybody who doesn't know who Haley Welch is, she is the Hawktaw girl.
Hawktua girl?
Yeah. So Hawktua girl type thing, and that's the type of podcasters that piss me off the most. Is they have a little bit of fame and now they have thousands of listeners because people know who they are, but their content is crap. So
you don't need good content if you have people listening to you.
Yeah. Type thing. So,
but I'd rather have good content. So
I would much rather have fun.
Mm-hmm. And do it for the fun of it, not for everything else.
I mean, I wouldn't turn down fame and money, but I'm not like
fame and money's good, but
not like reaching for it. So If it
I mean,
had it, cool.
if you did
It
have
doesn't.
fame and money, at least, like if we had fame and money to the point that we could do the stuff that we got paid to do, but still do this on the flip side, we still have fun and still get paid for it. So either way, uh, Abel, thank you for the thank you to review. If you guys want to be part of the thank you to review crew, that is bracket BRACKET at sorry BRACKETTY2R at yahoo.com. Same way to reach me if you want to be on the show. Welcome back for the second half of round one. It looks like Shy starts us off. Back in the TV section, is it Hugh Laurie as House or Bryan Cranston as Walter White from Breaking Bad?
So I haven't actively sat down and watched Breaking Bad, but I've seen enough to know about the character. But I do have kind of a soft spot for Hugh Laurie as Dr. House. I mean, you could find a lot of other people to be an asshole doctor, a crazy asshole doctor, but I've got kind of a soft spot for him, so I've got to go with Dr. House.
Jamie?
I'm gonna have to agree with that one. It's House for me.
I'm gonna go with House as well. As far as the character goes, I think you absolutely nailed it. Walter White's character, when they casted Cranston in the entire situation, I was actually kind of surprised because I didn't think it would have worked, but it did. For anybody out there wanting to watch Breaking Bad, my advice is to skip the first season. Read a synopsis of it. Like, whatever, you're going to save time because the first season is incredibly, much like Game of Thrones. The first season is incredibly slow. But
there's a lot of details that help you out in the future, so that's why
which
you
is
should
the
still
point.
watch.
There's a lot of information. It's an information dump in the first season, but it gets good in the second. So if you read up on it, instead of spending it's like let's say a 20 episode season and an hour a piece. So instead of spending 20 hours watching a TV show, you can spend 2 reading different viewpoints and different synopsises on the entire thing and get the
go on
benefit out.
Wikipedia and read a synopsis of each episode, and you're good.
Yeah, you'll get the basic idea. And plus, during the show itself, when they do refer back to something else, there's flashbacks. So it's not like you're going to be missing anything. And the show's been out for many years, so if you haven't seen it by now, I'm pretty sure you're not going to want to. So you're not going to lose anything in the process. Hugh Laurie gets that vote. Gets my vote. Q, is it Hugh Laurie in House or Bryan Cranston as Walter White in Breaking Bad?
Okay, so I'm gonna have to go with House in this in particular case. I mean, to be a sarcastic asshole, smart doctor, because he's normally right. He's just really blunt about it, which makes him the asshole. You know what I mean? He's really straightforward and he doesn't sugarcoat it, which he's just honest. Why is that being an asshole? Oh, because people can't handle the truth. However, I think he plays that role perfect. I don't think you can have anybody actually just step into that role and play it as well as he did. I mean, you got to add the facial expressions, only like with the acting, and everything else. I don't think anybody else could have fit the role.
And the deadpan humor.
Jesse Fields is in comments, by the
hey,
way.
What's up, man?
Let's fucking go. That was like 17 minutes ago. I do apologize. My comments were off for some fucking reason. I don't know why. So I apologize about that. Logan, finish this up. Is it Dr. House or Walter White?
I'm going to prevent the sweep. I'm going with Walter White.
Son of a...
He's being a bastard.
Yeah, USOB, you son of a bastard. There we go.
So I just feel like Bryan Cranston did a great job slowly adapting into the role of Heisenberg throughout the seasons of the show.
Gross.
And I feel like he just kind of grew into the character of Heisenberg. It's so much so, him and Aaron Paul, who played Jesse Pinkman, started their own tequila company together. They got so close and bonded over playing two characters in a show. They just like, we're going to make a tequila brand, and it's actually not terrible tequila either. So,
Dr. House moves on 4-1 to the next round. Jamie starts us off. Jamie, is it Morticia Addams from the Addams Family, the TV show, played by Angelica Houston, or Amy Farrah Fowler from The Big Bang Theory by Mayim Balik?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yes, the original Blossom.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Amy Farrah Fowler, considering my name could be Jamie Fuller Fowler if I play my cards right. So I'm going with it. Awkwardness and all.
I agree, especially for that specific Morticia Addams. I think there's been other Morticia Addams that have done a better job.
Ugh.
Yeah, there's been other ones that have done a
The
better job.
audacity! My God!
Yeah.
Granted, I don't like the one they chose for Wednesday, but just because she's not really, she's part of the show, but she's not really part of the show type thing. I don't think Morticia Addams in Wednesday is actually in there enough. But there's that. Amy Farrah Fowler gets my pick. Q, is it Amy Farrah Fowler or Morticia Addams?
Amy, which one? I'm trying to think. Which one? That is
He's the one
okay.
that
Wait,
David
that's Sheldon's girlfriend, right?
Yeah,
He's
Cheney.
actually a
Sheldon.
scientist too.
Okay, I was trying to think.
Neuroscientist.
I haven't seen that show for a good minute.
Like her actual profession. So
Yeah, she's
I think
like an
it works
actual fucking genius.
she's a physicist.
Yep.
So she probably really isn't even acting. She probably is just really that awkward.
She was also the host of Jeopardy for a while.
Until she got canceled for something.
Yeah, which I don't know why she got canceled, but it's freaking Hollywood.
I was gonna say, what'd she get? She didn't get canceled for any Roseanne shit.
No,
Why'd she get? I'm gonna Google this.
I don't know what she got canceled for, but like I said, knowing Hollywood, it was probably something really stupid. Now it's Ken Jennings, I think, has taken over for. I think Ken Jennings would have done a better job anyway. As far as
He
Jeopardy
did,
goes,
and
but
it just says that it was making more room for Ken Jennings to be the sole host.
yeah,
That's all. No major reason. Blossom was great. She did a great job.
people can't deal with smart women. That's what it is,
Yep.
Yeah.
bitches.
The general
that big
public.
dick
Screw
energy.
them. Screw the
She
general
got
public.
Yeah, she got such big dick energy. They didn't know what to do.
Yeah. All the
Oh,
men viewers were jealous that Blossom's dick was bigger.
I do like Ken
She's a
Jennings
girl.
though. Let's not.
She's a grower and a shower.
Okay,
I
hang
love-
on. How did we go from talking about these two people and her being a genius to Blossom's penis being bigger? What the fuck?
The same.
What
it's
did I
the
miss?
same-
Where
the
was
same
I for this
person, Q.
30
Keep up.
fucking seconds?
You're welcome.
What are we even voting on anymore?
How big is Blossom's penis?
All right, you know what? I'm going with Blossom's penis then. That's my vote.
What is the measurement? Damn!
I'm giving her a solid 7.5.
Yeah, I'm gonna give her maybe 8 with some girth.
No,
Can I do a substitute and just do like Bernadette instead?
Ooh!
No.
No, Amy Farrah Fowler she's a really big character add to that show, I feel.
Yeah.
So
All right, I'll go with Amy Farrah Fowler then. Just to get this
I
one
feel
going
like they
here.
did a good job.
So we're
They
done
did
talking
a
about
good job
penis
casting
now.
everybody. That
Mhm.
show's great. That show's great. Period. But they did great having her do that character. To be honest with you.
Getting off of Amy Farrah Getting off of Blossom's dick on this situation, Logan, is it Amy Farrah Fowler or Morticia Addams?
I'm going with Amy Farrah Fowler. She just, in my opinion, plays the character so well.
And Shy, finish us out.
All of you are grounded back to your room. As much as I would like to hop back on Blossom's dick, it is gonna have to be Morticia for me, because I grew up watching Addams Family and Addams Family Values, and I wanted to desperately be Angelica Houston, so I've got to be the bastard and vote against Blossom's dick.
Morticia Addams gets that vote. Jesse feels in the comments, I feel like you guys have a lot of potential and you're not using it so far. Your topics are kind of basic. One, our topic change every week, so we can't deep dive into a lot of stuff. And as far as having a lot of potential, I don't have potential. Come on. Let's just agree to that right now.
I mean, I already know I'm my mother's most disappointing child, so
yeah. If you watch some of the other shows, you'll definitely see Freddie has absolutely no potential. There's jokes where he can't even count to like 16. Fucking like literally, he had us all send him a list, and he was like, "Oh, that's only this nut." It's like, bro, recount.
He can't do anything himself. We have to do everything
like
for him.
It's Freddie over here.
One, it was 10, not 16, which makes me look far worse too. You didn't number them. You just kind of wrote them out, and your penmanship sucks. So don't start with me. And 3,
like, per line. It was 1 per line. How do you not?
3, I'm not the one who have to worry about being on mute.
That's because you never put yourself on mute. I have to. I always have kids and background music, your background noise and shit, which isn't always, technically my fault. But then I always forget the mute button's on. That's why I'm on the computer and it's full screen. That way, if my mute's on, it says, "Hey, motherfucker, you're muted," and I can see it. It pops up. So that's why earlier I caught it in the middle of my fuck.
This is why we still read pop-up books for Q at bedtime, folks.
He likes the little pictures, especially if they move.
Yeah, he likes to interact.
Like, you can like do a little something on the side, like make the character.
And he likes the little books that have the little finger puppets with them.
Yeah, he does.
I mean, personally, if you're gonna give Q a book for bedtime, it's got to be "Mommy Needs Coffee" by Kate Laverne.
Yeah.
Or "The Hot Mex Express" by the same person. Shout out to my co-host Kate on that particular one. I start us off on this one. It's either going to be Indiana Jones, played by Harrison Ford, or Snape, played by the late but great Alan Rickman. This is a tale of whatever I like best, because I think they're both phenomenal in their points. I'm gonna go with Snape on this one though, just because I don't think either of them could be realistically replaced. And they're going to try, and they're going to fail. So there's that. Q. Snape or Indiana Jones?
Okay, so as far as Snape goes, earlier on, I feel anybody could have played that role. Early on. Now, as it gets further on and more in depth, I think he really adapts to it well, and you couldn't get anybody better. So I'm gonna have to go with Indiana Jones.
Gets a vote. Logan.
Snape or Indiana Jones?
Snape.
He's Snape.
Shy?
I do love me some Indiana Jones, but as a hardcore Potterhead, it's got to be Snape for me.
Get to vote and the win. Jamie, finish us out.
Are we witnessing assault?
Yes, do it.
Assault of cold hands.
It's a fact she doesn't have any hair to hold on to now. It's a problem.
No.
She's got some beard to grab
on the top of my head. So, like, if I'm not wearing a hat, and the kids are trying to put their cold hands on me, and I can feel it just course through my body.
Anyways, so grew up watching Indiana Jones. Grew up choosing not to watch Harry Potter. So my vote is going to be for Indiana Jones.
Such a hater. 3-2 for Snape. Moves
Such a
on to the
pothead
next
hater,
round.
unbelievable.
Q starts us off. Q. Is it Axel Foley, played by Eddie Murphy, or Hugh Jackman's Wolverine?
All right, so how many people am I going to piss off by not voting for Wolverine?
Sorry. I'm yours.
Yeah, I'm not voting for Wolverine. So the other person. I
Axel
remember who it is.
Foley. Axel Foley.
Oh yeah,
gets a
Eddie
nod,
Murphy. There we go. Yeah,
played by
Murphy.
Eddie Murphy.
Murphy's funny as hell.
Logan, is it Axel Foley or Wolverine?
It's definitely a Wolverine for him.
Wolverine. Sorry, I'm doing chores.
Shy.
It is going to be Wolverine for me too. My dad was a big Beverly Hills Cop fan, but we would binge watch OG X-Men together, and I'm just here for the big, hairy, beefy guy with claws. So,
Jamie.
Okay. This is a fuck you, because I highly enjoy a little Axel. But damn, Wolverine? Because I don't know if I can trust that we are going to be okay here. We are going to steal your vote, and it's going to be Wolverine for both of us, Freddie.
I mean, that's fine. I was going to go with Wolverine anyway, so.
Oh, well, we're just going to secure that, make sure we're good.
Jamie still a vote officially off the board, 4-1. What that still would have been 3-2 though, Jamie. Like why? Because Logan and Shy went for Wolverine. Your vote would have been 3.
I couldn't remember what the. I didn't care. I couldn't remember who all went for what, so I just wanted to steal your vote just to steal your vote.
All right. Either way,
that I can do that.
Wolverine moves on 4-1 to the next round.
Normally, I get help for not using my lifelines, and now I'm getting help for
no,
using
I'm just
right. That's bullshit.
Freddie.
Q started that one off. Logan starts this one off. Logan, is it Kathy Bates as Annie Wilkes from
Misery?
Thank you, Misery, or Michael Keaton as Beetlejuice?
Oh, Michael Keaton Beetlejuice, hands down. Easiest decision I've ever made.
Shy?
Because I love anything Stephen King, but it's Beetlejuice. It's got to be Beetlejuice.
Jamie?
I'm going to keep things a little spicy here, and I do love me some Beetlejuice big time, but I'm going to vote for Kathy Bates in honor of Casey. You're welcome.
I'm going to vote for Annie Wilkes, Kathy Bates as well. Not for Casey, but just because I think this particular role is probably one of the best well-written ones that Kathy Bates have ever had, and it's a fantastic role, and she absolutely killed it. And I don't think it's good.
Just mwah.
I don't think it's going to matter. That freaking ankle scene still bothers me. So, and Beetlejuice, with the exception of the entire Tallyman song, is the only thing I actually remember from that movie.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. Q, is it Beetlejuice or Annie Wilkes?
Beetle who? Beetle who? Beetle who? I don't know. I'm going to pass the parcel on this one because I really don't care either way.
Q is going to pass the parcel on the particular one between Annie Wilkes and Beetlejuice. It's going to be Beetlejuice. Annie Wilkes leaves us at 28th place. Beetlejuice made it into the top 10.
So, question: if we have other people in the room, can we pass the parcel to them?
You can You can ask them if you want.
Would
I'm
that
pretty
would that
sure.
be would that be a pass the parcel then, or no?
No, that would just be asking them.
Don't tell us, and you can save your freaking lifeline. Giving
Or
out
you
your play
What?
game.
or you could just ask them. I'm pretty sure Bubbles did that multiple times last week, talking to Mr. Bubbles.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying, the beautiful bastard's right here. So
Yeah, as always, and we always respect her choices on the matter. And half the time, they're better than yours. So
most of my shit wins. What do you mean?
Beetlejuice moves on 3-2 to the next round. Shy starts us off. Is it the Tim Curry version of Pennywise, or Tony Stark, played by Robert Downey Jr.?
Oh, fuck you, Freddie.
I told you guys, like I said last week, that this is going to be a difficult episode, and this is still round one.
Doesn't take away from any of my fucks that I give to you, okay? So
Yeah.
fuck you even more.
I'm just glad that I've earned a couple of fucking fucks, because your
Absolutely. I'll give you
land
all
of
my
fucks are
fucks.
pretty barren a majority of the time.
I'm gonna give you all my fucks today. Okay?
I feel accomplished. If I've done nothing else on a Sunday, but have gained a couple of your fucks.
Yes! I love this.
That is dirty. Giggity.
So,
You're dirty.
so I have a very big soft spot for Tony Stark, but freaking anything that Tim Curry is in, I'm all over. Even though his version of it made me detest clowns for the longest time, especially like back in the early 2000s of the fucking cover of the movie. Whenever we would go to the movie store, right on the other side of the kids was the freaking horror section, and I'd walk around and it's just him as Pennywise with that one crazy hand over the white cover of the back of the backdrop would scare the piss out of me. But it's got to be Tim Curry, because I fuck with anything Tim Curry.
Pennywise gets a vote. Jamie.
I too would fuck with anything Tim Curry involved, but I have to say that what was the actor's name that played that played Pennywise?
Oh, Bill Skarsgård.
There you go. Because I always mess up his last name. He did an amazing job too. And so, but for me, like, I look at it as Bill didn't take away from anything Tim did, and there's things that Tim couldn't do that Bill can do. But I'm not gonna vote for him. So there you go.
Tony Stark gets a nod off of that one. I'm going to pass the parcel on this one, mainly because I don't want to piss off Shy. So it's either going to be Tony Stark or Pennywise, and the vote goes to Tony Stark on this one. Pennywise leaves us at number 20 on this one. My pass to parcel is off the board. Q.
Shy, if this makes you feel any better, real quick, after my youngest son was exposed to the movie It, he went back home when his mother was still alive and wanted to write a story of his own. And it was a horror story. And it was the best, and I will say, best fucking version ever. Because it had the best cuss words ever. And it was his own version of It. It's inspired him to become an author. It was adorable as hell. All the colorful language to go with it.
That's the most beautiful thing I've heard.
Oh, it was great. It was a fully illustrated book too, so I was pretty proud.
Bless
Q.
you.
Is it Pennywise or Tony Stark?
I didn't know Tim Curry was in the Scary Movies 1 and 2. Anybody else know that?
Mm-hmm.
That's weird. I did not know that. I didn't know he's
I
78
forget
years.
these things, but yeah, he did it. He did fun in
And
those movies too.
he fucking voiced in I don't know how many Scooby Doo movies.
Oh, right.
And The
Wild
Witch's
Thornberrys.
Ghost, and he played the
Rugrats.
fucking Goblin King in Scooby Doo and the Goblin King.
Garfield. Yeah. Doing quite
We about to say we did an entire Tim Curry bracket like a while ago.
Yeah, I don't know if I was in that bracket or not,
I don't
but
think
I'm
you
gonna
were.
have to go with Tim Curry on this one. The guy's funny as hell. I'm not gonna lie.
Which means it is a tiebreaker decision coming down to Logan. Logan, we have something when we know who's going to be facing in the next round. You have the option to know who is facing. There's no repercussions to this. It's not going to cost you anything if you do or do not. But to help make your decision, do you want to know whoever Pennywise or Tony Stark will be facing in the next round?
Don't listen to Freddy. It's gonna cost you your life.
I'm ready to get the death stare. So let's. Who do they face in the next round?
Either Pennywise or Tony Stark will be facing Iago in round 2.
I'm going Tony Stark.
Fuck you, Freddy.
I didn't make that decision. Don't look at me.
I am going Tony Stark. She knows this. I am an Iron Man person all the way. I have been since 2007 when the first movie came out.
Oh my god, if y'all don't have access to watch this episode for the visual look that those two lovey bastards were just giving each other. Oh my god.
Yeah, that was one hell of a death stare.
That
Okay,
was
so
great.
how
It was kind of cute, I won't lie. It was kind of cute too.
I have to know though. How in the hell did the 1990 version of it make anybody scared of clowns?
It made me scared.
I want you to
It
admit-
was it
Right,
was the part-
I'm aware of this, and I'm aware of a lot of people saying that it was it that made them scared of clowns. It's like that
it was
fucking
it was the one
terrible movie.
scene. It was the one scene at the beginning whenever he's coming out of whenever he's talking to Georgie in the
the
drain
sewer.
pipe with the crazy fucking teeth he had. That scared the piss
Oh,
out
and
of me.
then he eats his arm. Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
that what? That's
Okay,
not even
that
scary.
kind of
That's just
creeped me
cool.
out. But here's what it was: is seeing Tim Curry in another movie, and I couldn't stop thinking about him as Pennywise. That's when I realized, fuck you in that part. Okay,
All right, that's kind of funny, but
all of them.
like I guess I've just never understood. It's just like I've seen like movies that are way scarier. I mean, I guess I'm not scarred by it regardless, but I'm saying but I've know other people I've seen. It's just like, yeah, that's a really scary movie, but they're not, scared of fucking going down their hallway afterwards, or some shit like.
Some people just have that vivid imagination, babe. You don't.
No, I definitely have. I have so much of imagination it goes through that shit.
Okay, there's
Either
a
way, we don't have to worry about it. Tony Stark moves on through
Tony
to
Stark moves on.
next round. Jamie starts us off on this one. Is it Ryan Gosling playing Ken in the Barbie movie, or James Earl Jones voicing Mufasa?
I kind of feel like Ryan Gosling's a douche canoe, playing a douche canoe. Great job. But James Earl Jones, what was the role?
Mufasa.
Because I started thinking about him in The Sandlot. Sorry.
Mufasa.
I'm gonna give it to the douche. Surprisingly, I don't even know why I'm saying that, but there you go. Give it to him. Only
Give
time
it to
you
the
get it
douche.
Hey, you can give it to me anytime you want, Jamie.
I'm gonna.
Not if you were the
I'm not
last
talking
man on
giggity.
Earth.
I'm not talking giggity. Get out of here.
I would say not
I
if
know
you're the
your
last
mind
man
went.
on Earth. I would demand a recount.
I'm gonna give it to Ryan Gosling as well. As far as James Earl Jones goes, that's not even the best role that he has.
Coming to America was pretty great.
Coming to America is really great. Field of Dreams.
I feel
It's
like
probably
there's a lot of these movies.
my
where
favorite
the
James Earl
actors or
Jones
actresses
movie.
had better movies.
I hate to say it, but Star Wars he voiced Darth Vader a lot better than he voiced Mufasa. And I don't even like Star Wars. By the way, Star Wars is the next movie that we're doing on the recasting call.
Didn't he like sell the rights like of his voice to Disney so they can use his voice for Darth Vader at any time?
Yes.
That is
I mean-
fucking crazy. You can sell your voice.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, he knew he was dying, so he did it.
Because the people demanded more.
AI is a powerful thing. Ryan Gosling gets my vote just for the simple fact that I don't
He's
know how
just
this
mad.
happened. I don't know how this happened, but they turned a feminist type spelling of a movie with Barbie into a movie about men's mental health. And I appreciate the fuck out of that.
You know
I haven't
what?
seen it. I heard it was an absolute horrible movie.
Now that you say that,
you wouldn't
I
like
feel
it.
I feel like I should watch it. Now that you say it in that way, Freddie, that's kind of cool.
I've never seen it.
Jamie, we can watch it together.
Okay.
I enjoyed it, but I went to expecting a comedy,
Barbie.
and it has comedic elements to it. But realistically, watching it, you get so much more out of the actual movie. And I can't remember who voices it, the narrator in it, but there's a line where she was talking about Barbie's beauty or something like that, about how it's not that good and everything else. And so it's like, the narrator goes, it's like, I'm pretty sure having Margot Robbie playing this role goes against exactly what you're trying to say as far as Barbie not looking beautiful type thing. I'm like, that's funny.
Babe,
It made me laugh.
thoughts on Barbie?
It fucking sucks.
So James Earl Jones versus James Earl Jones type thing kind of sold it for Ryan Gosling, because I think Ryan Gosling, this is one of his best roles. Period. So Ken gets my vote. Q, is it Ken played by Ryan Gosling or Mufasa played by James Earl Jones?
I gotta go with James Earl Jones.
Gets a vote. Logan.
James Earl Jones, all the way. Lion King is probably one of my all-time favorite Disney movies. So
Honestly, I don't like The Lion King. I think it's retarded. The only thing I like about not bad. Dang it, I can't say that word. My fault. I think it is stupid.
I mean, you can, but you're gonna get in trouble for it. So
Right.
And cancel.
I apologize. I did not mean that in any, you know, illicit way towards anybody. I think the movie is kind of stupid. The only thing I like about it is Timon and Pumbaa. They literally make the movie. If it wasn't for them, I probably would never have watched it.
Add in a little Rafiki, and I'm right there with you.
All right, the monkey. Wow! All right, I'll give you the monkey.
Okay, so Shy, you know the deal. Your tie-breaking decision. Do you want to know who's facing in the next round?
No.
Okay.
Because it's Ken.
It's just Ken.
'Cause
3-2.
And I have not seen the movie. I'm
sorely disappointed.
yeah, how's it feel? How's it feel? I am voting for Ken solely for the song.
You know what? To be honest with you, too, I haven't seen the movie either. I was just voting for the surface reasons.
Voting for it purely for I'm Just Ken, and then SNL's rendition of I'm Just Pete.
I would like to point out that Shy just doubled down on what Logan did to her on the entire Tony Stark vote.
Exactly.
By knocking out Tony Stark, knocking out Pennywise. She just knocked out Mufasa the same damn way.
Suck it.
Last up in round one, I start this one off. It is either Christopher Waltz playing Hans Landa from Inglourious Bastards, or Arnold Schwarzenegger playing Terminator in Terminator. this is a role versus role type thing for me, and it's Hans or Hans or whatever how you pronounce it.
Hans Landa.
It's Hans hands down for me. Don't get me wrong, Terminator is a iconic character and everything else, but I feel there's other beefheads out there that you could have play Terminator and be perfectly fine.
What?
You
Name one. Name one.
other
Name
beefheads?
one.
I think I really hate to say his name, but I think Hulk Hogan would have done a decent job. Dolph Lundgren
No,
would have done a decent job.
He says brother too much. He would definitely not have fit that role.
Okay, Dolph Lundgren.
Put Stallone there. He would have done
Stallone, by the way, in the movie Last Action Hero was originally in. If you look in the background of Last Action Hero, there is a cardboard cutout of Stallone playing Terminator. So in an alternate universe, Stallone would have been Terminator.
a Rambo Terminator. Come on.
Yeah, that's like the Predator right there. So it's possible, but I think there's so much character depth in the Hans Landa role that there's not a lot of people that could have done that, especially with the German background.
Mm-mm.
So Hans gets my vote on this one. Q, is it Hans Landa or Terminator?
I'm gonna go with Terminator. Yeah, most definitely.
Get to vote, Logan.
I think The Rock could play it really well right now, or Dwayne Johnson. If they redid it, but
No.
Hey, could we could get The Rock to be Terminator?
No. No, dear God, no.
recasting
Can-
call.
can-
Recasting
But
call.
only, hear me out. Only if he sings "You're Welcome."
Instead of
do a very shitty Arnold impression while he does it.
After.
No, while he sings "You're Welcome," he has to do it in Arnold's voice.
I'm down for it.
These
I'd
These-
watch.
these are the reasons AI was invented right here. It's just all right.
Somebody should definitely make that. Get Arnold's voice, over for that song and play it. I think it would be amazing.
I'm already
Logan.
picturing it in my head, and I hate it, but it's great.
Logan, is it Hans Landa or Terminator?
Hans Landa, Christopher Waltz did a fantastic job in Inglourious Bastards. I have to give it to him.
Gets a vote, Shy.
Yeah, it's Christoph Waltz all the way. That was the first movie that I saw him in, and immediately fell in love with everything about how horrible his character was, but the tiny little bits of comedy in there, especially at the end of him just, I'm going to give you a little bit of something you can't take off.
Going back to the quotes episode, Jamie,
Yeah.
finish us out. Is it Hans Landa or Terminator?
Since I really did not, it's not that I didn't care for Inglourious Bastards, but I just didn't really get into the movie and the characters as much as I would on some of these other ones. Don't really care for Arnold Schwarzenegger and the Terminator, but I feel like his lack of depth to his personality, his very choppy English, very shallow vibe that he gives off, I feel like worked very well for the Terminator character itself. So, though I know other people could play it, I do agree with what you were saying earlier, Freddie. I just feel like the shallow foreigner type of attitude that Arnold brings to that character helps out.
Gets to vote. Hans Landa gets the win, 3-2 to the next round. I'll be right back right after this break. We have mostly bastards this week, but we do have a guest. We have Logan. Logan, tell us about yourself a little bit.
Well, I mean, there's not really much to know. I'm a pretty nerdy person. I love anything sci-fi, fantasy, D&D, whatever. I'm a
Video
huge
games.
video games, movies. I'm a huge movie buff. Shy is actually my significant other, so this is how I actually learned about the Bracket Bastards.
I think we'd get along.
In that case, run. Fucking run. dude. Run away from
Far
Q.
away.
Did you not see I winked at Q?
No, I didn't actually. Sorry. Must have been the glare on our glasses. Let's talk about Q ball.
Who's cue ball? My cue ball or his cue ball?
Listen. Let's not say we did.
Or are we?
Let's do and say we
Never
didn't.
mind. You know what?
There we go. Exactly. Like we weren't talking about Q ball at all. Nothing about Q here. Nothing good, nothing bad. There's
Everything
just
about
nothing.
you here.
Just like in your head, there's nothing going on here.
Hey, Freddie checked the stats. He's right.
That's cool. At least there's something happening on the stats instead of nothing like up in that little head of yours.
Hey, it gets views. That's all that matters. So the airiness brings
gets
people
views.
in. You know what? There's nothing in here, so that way there's room for everybody else.
Oh, you're creating space for us. Oh, listen. Make it nice and cozy in there for us.
But
Well,
then I'm also
Kevin
not
did
gonna let air in,
say-
so you're all gonna die too.
Kevin did say that everybody wants a little brain. So I'm pretty sure Q's taking the little brain element a little much.
A little too far. Little bit. What?
Oh,
Ooh.
Jesse's coming for
Jesse
blood.
is starting
Nah,
shit.
I know. Okay, first of all,
bastard of them
Woo!
all, which means
I'm
yes,
on.
I guess that would
We-
include being mouthy, head, beautiful. In this case, handsome.
Oh.
all right. I don't know who Jesse Fields is, but the way it's spelled is kind of a girl's name, so I'm gonna associate that one.
It is not. It is a male. He's a buddy of mine.
Is it okay? So Jesse, because there's been a couple of comments on here, and we absolutely love our commenters when they're in the thing. If you want to join the show one of these days, feel free, and you can get your comments heard. And we're not going to misread them as far as the entire cue ball thing, because I was thinking cue ball being Q as well, considering
I
he's
was
bald
thinking
and
the same thing
is
too.
called and his name is Q. So anyway, there's that. Welcome back for round 2. It looks like Q starts this one off. Is it going back to the TV section? Paul Rubens, Pee Wee Herman, or Hugh Laurie's Dr. House?
What would you say?
What was the first one?
Oh my goodness,
And I
Paul
know,
Rubens, Pee Wee Herman.
Pee Wee Herman.
I know who Pee Wee Herman
Yeah.
is.
Do it again.
Do it again.
A little bit of Arnold in there mixed in.
All right, I'm gonna go with House too, just because I like the sarcasm, assholeness to him.
Because that is totally you.
Oh, most definitely, 100%.
Dr. House gets the
You.
vote off of that one. Logan.
I'm also going Dr. House. I have a soft spot for House. Watched it all the time in high school. So
What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm gonna get that in a second. Shy.
It's it's got to be House for me too.
All right. Ha ha ha! Got you guys looking one way and come out a different directions, like a porno. Got to look at things at different angles.
That's fair.
I mean, yeah, it's fair.
No arguments here.
Not saying you're wrong, and it's not.
It depends on the angle. Depends on the angle.
Depends
Right,
on the porno.
if the bitch is gonna frost me like a cake afterwards, I'm done. Done. Not that angle. Nah.
That's as long as it's not chocolate. You
What
should be
day
good.
is it? What day is it? What mood are you in?
Speaking
No,
of pornos,
If I'm at the angle where a bitch can frost me like cake, I'm out.
speaking of pornos, the day before 6/9, which is not the reason it was scheduled that day, but I still love it. On 6/8, so June 8th this year, we're doing a Rule 34 bracket, which is movies that have been made into pornos. We'll be talking about the movies themselves, not the actual pornos themselves, but talking about pornos. That's a good way to go ahead and drop that in.
Why can't we just talk about the pornos?
Because I haven't seen a majority of them.
Well,
well,
duh,
You've
Hey.
got plenty of time.
You got
Yeah,
3
plenty
months.
of time, bro.
3 months.
Actually, a lot of them are kind of hard to find. I've
I
tried
can
to
probably
look some of
send you
those up.
links, you know.
Are they hard?
How much porno are you fucking watching?
Get him, Jess. Just right in the back of the head.
All right, Sha, you just voted for House, right?
Yeah.
All right, Jamie, is it Dr. House or Pee Wee Herman?
I feel like Pee Wee Herman is like a one-dimensional type of character that I'm gonna vote for House because there's a lot more to him, to his personality, to what he brings to the story, and how his lack of bedside manner, I guess we should say, how it all plays together. So I like that depth to him. So we're gonna give it to House.
Gets another one. I'm gonna give it to Pee Wee Herman. I think Pee Wee Herman is Paul Rubin is the reason why Pee Wee Herman is Pee Wee Herman and not like any other kid show type thing out there, because Pee Wee Herman's on a completely different level, and I also don't think Pee Wee Herman as a show would have gotten as much, I wouldn't say play, but as much notoriety if he didn't get caught with his pants down at a local spank bank. So
I feel like the show was way more popular back then before he got busted.
yeah, but I also think people would have forgotten about it by now.
Oh well, yeah, that's better. Sorry, that makes more sense.
So it's the keeping this is one of those things where not all bad press is bad press type thing. So I'm gonna go with Pee Wee Herman because he got caught with his pants down on this one. House moves on 4-1 to the next round. Logan starts us off. Logan, is it Heath Ledger as Joker or Alan Rickman as Snape?
Fuck you, Freddie.
You guys did this, not me.
Yeah, but it's still a fuck you because, you made the brackets, so you're the one that lined this up to happen.
Oh, by the way, these were, with the exception of the TV, because I did put all the TV in one corner, but the other three corners were all set up randomly. They were randomized by partnership, and then they were randomized into matchup order as well. So the entire Joker versus Aquaman in the first round was a complete 1 in like 30. Sorry, 1 in 24 type option.
You're having a penis repeat.
Yeah.
Not fucking penis.
Penis. Damn penis.
Love his penis.
Love his penis.
All right. Jesse writes again. So the whole movie turned into adult film might actually have the perfect movies. I can give you guys topic for the next time you go live. And did Q just sniff a bear's foot?
Yes.
I mean, that's not the weirdest thing Q's done on this show. And as far as the topic goes, I'm always here to listen topics. The next open show date we have is September 7th. In fact, the entire month of September right now is completely open. But we have shows all booked all the way out until that point. I think with the exception of April 19th, so the day before 420, oddly enough.
So you already have like that list of movies and stuff made out.
Yeah, it's all done. The
yeah.
brackets formulated and everything else. So anything that's not a collaborative effort is done until August.
Gotcha. But no, it was not a bear's foot. It was the top of the head. It was supposed to be candy scented. When I was first sniffing, like, I guess it probably was. It's like a foot side area, and I didn't smell it. So then just gave me its head, and yeah, okay, I could smell the candy on its head.
It's
the
butt.
Top of the bear's.
Right.
Butt.
Right. Just trying to make sure that Cocaine Bear didn't, seem too obvious going through TSA coming up, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I just like to make him do weird things, you know.
Make sure. Extra safe.
Get the views.
Safety first.
Baby, you want to go give me a tissue?
All right, Logan. Sorry, is it Joker or Snape?
I want to pass the parcel on this one. I don't want to touch this one with a 10-foot pole.
All right.
How about an 11?
Nope.
Between Joker and Snape on this one, it is and it's Snape. Sorry, Joker topped out at number 10. Snape is well into the top 5, so it is Snape getting that particular one of Alan Rickman. Logan's passed the parcels off the board. Shy, is it Snape or Joker?
I think what I am going to do is steal Q's vote on this one, and I'm going to vote for Snape.
Snape gets another one. I'm going to read this off real quick. Jesse writes, I'm wondering if we can get Q's wife to just randomly bring shit in and get him to smell it and take bets on what we can get him to sniff. Hey, it's okay, bro. You're into sniffing fur. What else you into?
We'll talk
We
about
don't
that.
kink shame here.
We'll talk about that off camera.
Hey, yeah, we're very open-minded here.
We don't kink shame on air, at least.
We saved that for right after.
Jamie,
For the
is it
Snapchat.
Snape or Joker?
Yes.
I think last time I voted against the Joker, but I don't want to do that this time. So Heath Ledger it is.
An anti-Harry Potter vote on that one.
Always.
I kind of want to give the vote to Q on the tie-breaking decision to Q because I know Q's
I
My
stole
vote
his
got stolen. You can't.
Oh.
So don't be a bastard.
Oh, Shy, you stole Q's vote?
Yes,
Yeah,
I
where
said
you
I
at?
stole his vote, and
I-
I'm voting for Snape.
I do apologize. I was paying attention more to the comments. So,
It's fair.
okay. So it doesn't matter. Snape moves on to the next round. It's going to be 4-1. Q, what would have your vote been?
Sorry, what was the things?
Either Snape or Joker?
Oh, Joker, definitely.
No, I was going to tie breaking decision down to Q because I know Q is a fan of Heath Ledger, but he's also a huge Harry Potter fan. So I'm kind of fun. Either way, Snape moves on 4-2. Sorry, 4-1. I can count to 5. It's all right. Snape moves on 4-1 to the next round. Shy starts us off. Is it Matthew Lillard as Shaggy or Michael Keaton as Beetlejuice?
Purely for my childhood, it is gonna have to be Matthew Lillard as Shaggy.
Shaggy gets a vote. Jamie.
Oh my. What we are going to do is say fuck you first to all of you, including myself, for this vote. But
Pretty sure you can do that in a couple states.
I think I'm gonna vote for Matthew Lillard though. Yeah.
Matthew Lillard gets a vote off of this one. It looks like I don't know if Jesse is voting for Michael Keaton or because
I'm a little confused on what exactly he's trying to get across there.
Is he trying to say maiden at the end or damn?
What you damn? I don't know, Jesse. I'm gonna go. You put Michael Keaton on there, so I'm gonna go ahead and vote for Michael Keaton for you. On that one, just for whatever. Q, is it Michael Keaton's Beetlejuice or Matthew Lillard's Shaggy?
I think he meant to put what you mad. I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
He's a weird one, Mr. Grinch.
All right. Yeah. Michael Keaton, I guess. Oh, wait. What were the votes? Fuck. What were the two things? Damn it.
It's either Shaggy, played by Matthew Lillard.
Oh no, I gotta go
Or-
Shaggy. Fuck. What am I saying?
Okay.
Shaggy.
And Logan, finish this off. Is it Beetlejuice or Shaggy?
Shaggy.
Shaggy.
Okay.
Sugar.
So 4-1. Shaggy moves on to the next round. Sorry, Jesse, on that one. Jamie starts us off. Jamie, is it Robin Williams, Mrs. Doubtfire, or Ryan Gosling's Ken?
Robin Williams.
Gets a vote. I'm going to go for Ken on this one. I would steal a vote, but I'm pretty sure this is going to end up going 4-1, so it's not going to matter. So Ken gets my vote. Q, is it Ken or Mrs. Doubtfire?
I guess I haven't seen Barbie, so I really can't judge on his performance. I'm sure he has better movies though. I guess Doubtfire. I'm very doubtful on this, but doubtful.
I mean, you still have Pass the Parcel if you want.
No, I already passed the parcel.
No, keep it. He said Williams. Go. Move on. Take
Next.
it. Next.
Q is right. He did pass the parcel. I was looking a little bit down the line. Okay, Mrs. Doubtfire, and Q is the one that cannot change his vote. So Logan, is it Mrs. Doubtfire or Ken?
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Gets the vote and the win. Shy.
Mrs. Doubtfire.
4-1.
Just for the record, I can't change my vote because Freddie doesn't like it when I cue him.
Well, as long as you don't add a ball in that situation, you should be fine.
I'm gonna add 2.
3 if it's a good day.
Jamie's like, what the fuck?
You can fit 437 Earth inside Uranus. 400.
Jamie,
438.
I'm thinking he says he has 1 ball.
Loosen up a little bit.
Hey, they make a porno for that.
They do.
Oh, the
What?
Wonder.
I mean, Doubtfire moves on 4-1 to the next round. Q
Sorry. Good
starts us off. Q, is it Dwight Schrute from The Office or Amy Farrah Fowler from Big Bang Theory?
Well, I'm not an Office fan, so I'm gonna have to go with Amy.
Big Bang Theory gets a vote.
Hey, Bing Bing.
That's for Jess. Logan, is it Amy Farrah Fowler or Dwight Schrute on this one?
I'm going Dwight all the way.
Gets another one. Shy.
Dwight all the way.
Jamie.
Amy Farrah Fowler.
Tie-breaking decision coming down to me. I don't think either one of them going to make it out of the next round anyway. So I'm going to go doctor versus doctor on this one. Amy Farrah Fowler gets my vote.
I just quickly thought I'd throw in a fuck you, Logan, because when you said Shaggy earlier, it instantly made me go to the singer Shaggy.
No,
And-
no.
It wasn't me.
You said it, and then I just repeated it.
Okay, well, I'm still saying fuck you to you, because when
That's
you
fine.
said it, it reminded me of that song. Now that song's in my head. Mr.
I'm
Good Boy.
okay. For Jesse out there, I'm not against this, by the way, because we already got Q to shave his head. This might be a bet that our commenter Jesse and Q ends up making it between. I want to see y'all, and I say y'all, this is going to be a Q situation. I want to see y'all do sniffing salts, and I'll buy them. Dead ass. Just watching people's reacting to them is great, and I think this group would be interestingly funny to see the crew do on live stream.
So funny story with that.
I've done it before.
In my job, we had state troopers coming around with them, wanting to freak people out and just go.
Smell my finger. Oh.
Yeah.
So funny story. I played rugby in college, and actually had to have sniffing salts used on me because I got knocked out cold during a play.
Mm-hmm.
What a way to wake up! They're
Yeah.
just wafting the little tube and just.
Amy Farrah Fowler moves on 3-2 to the next round. It looks like.
Oh, so
Logan.
wait. In like old movies, like when people were to get like knocked out and they'd like wave something in front of like their nose and that's what that was?
That's smelling salts. Yeah.
It stinks.
It
It's terrible.
smells awful.
That would be fucking terrible.
It is.
It is.
But then you're wired after it happens.
Fuck, that smell has to get stuck. I feel like you smell that and that's all you can smell for a long time, and you're just really upset about it.
It's so close
You're
to
so
iocane
good.
powder, you'd be surprised.
Does not hurt good at all.
No.
But can you build up the same
I
immunity
love
to
it.
it?
The pain hurts.
I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, we're gonna have to talk to Wesley about that to see if that's possible. But no, I seriously doubt it. Logan starts us off. Is it Jim Carrey's Grinch or Hugh Jackman's Wolverine?
She's gonna kill me. I'm going with Hugh Jackman's Wolverine.
Unbelievable.
Wolverine gets a vote. Shy.
Jim Carrey all the way. In the mix up between those two, fuck you, Jackman. It's always going to be Jim Carrey.
I mean, I would fuck Hugh Jackman.
So would I, but still.
Pretty sure people wouldn't mind that one. Jamie, Grinch or Wolverine?
Man, this is fucking dumb. Jim Carrey.
You know what? I'm going to give this to Q. Q, tie-breaking decision. Do you want to know who's facing in the next round?
Did you read the
To be fair.
I think you probably would have to clip out and pull your nose hairs out because that's what traps the smell there. You don't want it there.
I'm pretty sure nose hairs don't actually keep smell in your nose.
Look it up.
I mean, it tracks dirt and debris and snot and shit, but that's pretty much, well, not shit, but snot and other stuff like that, but not smell.
Look it up.
I don't have that ability right now. I'm trying to do a show.
No, right now, Freddie, look it up.
Yeah,
Q.
right now.
Grinch, Wolverine.
I'm going with the Grinch. Fuck the Wolverine.
Please.
Whoa, calm down with the vulgarities here.
Again,
we still love him.
Weird flex, Q, but I mean, you do you.
Our comic accurate short king. He'd fuck him.
Hey. I can have a hall pass for dudes too, you know. It's one of them.
She knows.
I just put Jason Momoa first.
It's a tag team situation. We're just tagging it out.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, what? Okay.
Tag team champions.
Shy. God. Shy starts us off.
Woo! Yeah,
Shy, is it Iago or Tony Stark?
Oh, it's fucking Tony Stark. Fuck Gilbert Gottfried.
Fuck you.
Jamie.
Fuck you first.
Okay.
Fuck you.
Second.
No,
Fuck you.
Well, fuck you, Ezekiel.
What's it?
Yeah. Fucking Iron Man.
Please.
I
Yeah.
am Iron Man smoking marijuana from a. Oh, sorry, wrong. That's after.
Stark
Sorry.
gets another vote.
Out my left hand.
I'm gonna keep
In the suit, but in the suit.
on this one. Q.
Does that mean he has an iron cock?
No, you take the crotch piece off, but he stays in the suit.
Wait,
You.
what?
What?
It'd be worse than somebody with bony fucking hips.
Hey, you try it for a minute, and then if it doesn't work, then
My reaction exactly, Jesse.
All I came into was
It's all the
take
same.
part
It's
off
all the
and then
same
try
with
it for a
Doggy.
minute.
It's okay.
okay, but then he can take the rest of it off, but he leaves the mask on. He leaves the helmet on.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Play my playlist.
No, but then he just doesn't talk, and I just get to listen to Paul Bettany talk.
Okay.
I mean, you
Okay.
kind of figure Vision would be a better fucking anyway. Because wouldn't Vision be able to take you pretty much mentally wherever you needed to go?
Please.
I didn't think of that.
That needs to be like
You
a
have to have an
versus
imagination
episode.
for that.
Like that's what I need for somebody on versus is to get like who would be a better fuck between these 16 people.
Me and you're doing an episode.
Oh, yes. Yes.
What the fuck did I?
By the way, everybody out there who's super confused about what we're talking about, there is a show that we are working on in the background. I'm working on it. It's called Versus, where much like our show, we have a tournament, but it's a Sweet 16 type thing. And I have two guests that bring up eight of their own selections, draft wise. They're picked via draft, so they're ranked via draft as well on the actual tournament, like the bracket that we normally have, and those two people have to decide between the two options to the very end. So
We've just made our decision.
yeah, so there's
Dr.
that.
Manhattan's another one. Jesse brings up a good point.
Who's Doctor
Mhm.
Manhattan?
The giant blue dude from Watchmen.
I don't know. See, I feel like I would have to go with Vision on that one.
Yeah, I'm going with Vision on this
He
one.
can go human mode too. So
Not true, but Dr. Manhattan's also like nothing but nuclear injury, so you'd probably get cancer.
yeah,
Or
I'm
you
not
would
trying to
get
get
cure
cancer
it,
from
or
a
you
fart.
be cured from it.
And he can also
Okay.
cure you of cancer. It's a weird thing.
It's a catch-22.
Yeah.
This
Who's
is
got the bigger dick?
Dr. Manhattan, likely. If you read the comics, he's actually a giant, but he can shrink himself to any size.
the only
So
problem
can
with that is that I'm
can
pretty
he-
sure Vision can make you see whatever you want to see and feel
just
whatever
a
you
human
want to
size,
feel.
or can he go smaller?
So as long as Vision knows
can go smaller.
what you want, then you'll be the perfect fit no matter what.
That's a good point.
All right.
So
We can go from talking about-
let's bench this conversation for the versus episode. That's an intriguing topic, and it will be a definitely intriguing topic because, as I was telling the lovely bastards before that every topic on this show is going to be used on a future bracket episode for the final versus episode for that season. So, just one curious question in the middle of this, like, who would be the better fuck, and have two completely random different topics, two completely different random contenders.
You
It's gonna be
don't
super
get to
fun.
be a part of the list, okay?
Bullshit.
I mean,
She
Can I
would
believe
contest
she
that.
No.
if Q wins a versus episode, like his name wins a versus episode,
Then you have to shave your beard.
no.
Only stick with you guys.
Jesse's in comments.
Audience member.
What about the vagina, guys? What about the vaginas? Always chicks with you guys. It's not chicks with dicks. Johnny men's with tits. Kind of sounds like a wrestling promo. Just
It really does. Why does that sound like a
That
wrestling?
line delivery was perfect.
Sounds like the beginning of a Dr. Seuss book, is what that sounded like. I was getting ready
with
to start
the word
rhyming.
vagina. What Dr. Seuss books are you fucking reading?
It's
I
a
said,
where he-
I didn't
he-
say
the
it was
one
where he put
this. It
detailed
sounds
sheet
like
on
it
his
could be
life.
the beginning.
okay, guys. Can we get back to the show or not?
No.
Q.
Yes,
Is it Iago or Tony Stark?
Iago.
All right. So it's a tie-breaking decision coming down to Logan.
I know the
Logan,
fuck
is it
Tony
Iago or
Stark
Tony
is.
Stark?
I don't give a shit. It's Tony Stark all the way.
Logan, I hope Wolverine fingers your ass.
He hopes so too.
Okay, not with the adamantium. That shit would hurt.
Yeah, ow. I was just getting ready to say, ow.
Well, I mean, there's a kink for everybody. So,
Not my thing.
Jamie,
I don't yuck other people's yum, but that's a yuck for me.
I try not to. Jamie, is it Jack Sparrow or Hans Landa?
Johnny Depp, for sure.
Gets a vote. See, this is the issue: is that Johnny Depp is kind of the perfect cast for every single thing he does. But I think Hans Landa is kind of the same way too, because you see him in Django, and he's fucking fantastic in Django as well. I would love to see like a buddy cop movie between Johnny Depp and Christopher Waltz somewhere. Just I don't know. I already passed the partial. I can't do that. There's no reason to steal a vote quite yet. I'm going to go Hans Landa on this one. Probably going to end up 4-1. Hans Landa gets my vote. Q, is it Hans Landa and Inglourious Bastards or Johnny Depp playing Captain Jack Sparrow?
Every time you say Han, I think Solo's going to come right after, and I don't know why.
Or Prince Hans from Frozen?
I like that one better, but for some reason Solo just comes into mind, and it really starts to, like, catch me off guard. It's like, what? But then, obviously the name changes, and I just kind of come back to where I'm at now.
Cool story, bro. Tell it again.
I will. Don't fucking make me. So anyways, Freddie, every time you say Hans, I just think Solo right afterwards, because she told me to tell a story again.
Summer sale.
But I'm going with, obviously, Captain Jack Sparrow. I don't think anybody could have played that part better by any means. He also does a really good job in Fantastic Beasts.
Gets a vote. Logan, Jack Sparrow, Hans Landa.
Freddie, you're not going to be alone. I'm going with Hans Landa.
Should have said Solo. That'd have been hella funny.
Which means I really wish I'd stolen Q's vote on that one.
Why?
Because
it's always my vote. It's always
means,
my vote that gets, like, stolen. Why?
Because you were the only one who's absolutely guaranteed for Jack on that one. Well, I take that back. Jamie would have gone for Jack too, because she's. Didn't remember you either didn't like Inglourious Basterds, you just never seen it type thing. Like just couldn't get into it.
Both.
So I wasn't for certain. I really should have stolen one of your votes. It does, however, come down to a split decision on Shy. Shy, you want to know who is facing in the next round?
You're bald. Sorry.
No. I think I'm gonna pass the parcel on this one. It's a very. They're both very near and dear to me, so we'll see what everybody else thought.
Shy has decided to pass the parcel between Hans Landa and Jack Sparrow. Jack Sparrow gets to vote. Hans Landa left us at number 27 out of 32 on this particular one. Apparently, Jesse's noticing at least two of us are bald in this situation. Actually, I think I have more hair.
A lot.
I think Q has more hair than I do. Or sorry, I have more hair than Q does right now.
I don't know about that. Mine's grown back a lot.
Just for the simple fact that I let Q borrow my head shaving gear, and I still haven't gotten the shit back yet. So
yeah, well, I'm waiting for Jess to take it. She works in Pella. You live in Pella. That just kind of makes sense to me.
I know it'll happen one of these days.
One of these days.
One of these days.
I might just redo it. Before we give it back. No.
Grab the plunger. All right.
Oh my God! Who has a phone ringing right now?
Very important people. Jack Sparrow moves on 3-2 to the next round. We'll be right back right after this break. Q don't have anything to promote. I'm assuming.
I do actually. This beautiful bastard right here. Oh, never mind. She has a phone call.
Oh, apparently it's because you're bald, Q. That's the reason why I always take your vote.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Jamie, do you have stuff to promote?
Well, I mean, this last Tuesday we did
that's a yes or a no at this point.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Was that a dog?
Shy.
Mhm.
Just you can catch me on.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes or no? Yes or
Yes.
no? All right. The reason I say that is that way I can get you guys in. I can bring you guys into the ad format, and that way I don't have to cut around it.
Okay.
So,
Oh,
all right.
geez, Freddie, lazy.
Well, it's more of a sound issue. I can cut around it just fine, but it's just more of a sound issue. Jamie, what you been up to?
Well, besides my drop ins I do here on the obviously beautiful bracket bastards that we are, I have been jumping in as a co host on Maniacal Music Musings. We've been doing about every Tuesday evening where we interview and talk with a guest and we go over a couple albums, review them, rip them apart, whatever we feel spunky for at the time. And coming up, we'll be doing movie soundtracks, so that one could get pretty interesting.
I heard
Uh,
somebody put a Chris Webby album on there recently.
yeah, and then changed the album on us. So I did all my reviewing on it and then changed the album to something shittier. God, I'm kidding. It
That's because
wasn't that
Webby's
bad.
great.
But yeah, we go over a lot of different music. So I mean, if you're ever interested in something that you can take a look into, you can reach out to me on Facebook. That's where you can catch me pretty much for all my social information and get you hooked up on that show if need be. But we're on all your podcast platforms for Maniacal Music Musings.
And Shy has been out for a little bit, but she's back for this week. What you been up to there dear?
Been busy on Wednesday nights with the Para or Normal guys, where we talk about all things paranormal, cryptids, UFOs, all that cool conspiracy stuff. We haven't been live on Saturdays for a bit, but we should be getting back to that for the Misfits, where it is whatever the hell I decide the topic is going to be that week. So it could be anything. But we are on all of the platforms, and every now and again you can catch me on Monday afternoons 12 to 2 Eastern Standard Time DJing for the Thin Line Rock Station. And should you ever be coming through Nicholas County, West Virginia, you can catch me at the 911 Center. So if you need help, I am there.
And of course, as your host, Freddie Fisher, I host 5 different shows right now. Number 1 is, of course, Bracket Bastards. But if you don't know what Bracket Bastards is by this point, you're probably on the wrong show, or at least not paying attention. Number 2 is the Versus. We've talked about that a little bit during this show. That's going to be a future special, maybe a future, if I can find an actual host to host the entire show later on, it might be a future thing that we continue to do. We have another wrestling show called Central Booking. I've always wanted to do a wrestling show now, so we're doing a wrestling show, but it's not a wrestling review show. It is a wrestling think tank type opportunity, and it's just not really random topics, but kind of topical topics, and we go off of that. Uh, there's Bachelor Backstage, and always as number 5 is the show, the recasting call, where we just recasted the TV show Golden Girls. And in the next couple of months, we'll be doing Star Wars and then Spaceballs right after that. So make sure to check those out. Before we get to the next round, there's a comment here from Jesse. It says, my comments don't show up until the subjects get, other subjects get brought up, like the confusion on your faces trying to figure out what I'm talking about. Jesse, it's because I'm pretty sure you're a couple of minutes behind us. And I know YouTube is at least 7 seconds behind us, because I had to do a live show and my sound wouldn't work on my computer. So I had to actually watch it and respond on 2 different headphones, and trying to hear myself 7 seconds after I said something and still talk at the same time is fucking weird. So there's that. And I can't type because my computer is above my eye level. So that's the only way I can actually respond to questions like that instead of actually in the private chat. So Q, I do apologize. Other than that, Jesse writes, you give me kind of a backyard wrestling kind of vibe. I'm gonna take that as a compliment because I always like backyard wrestling because
And
it
that
it
I've
has a
done
bit more
backyard
passion
wrestling.
to it.
I was
So
gonna
have I.
say that's what me and my friends used to do here in Oski back in the day. It was backyard wrestling. So boom.
Same. So I've been put through windows and sugar glass and a whole bunch of other shit. So I'm gonna take that as a compliment. I don't care if you meant it as a compliment or not.
I've been thrown in
Uh,
the thorns. They hurt.
the update. Blowing of loads. Everybody has loads to blow. Nobody's done that quite yet. Steal a vote is Logan Q and myself. Thank you, Jesse. I'm glad I took it as a compliment. That's how I meant it.
Jamie also did steal a vote and yeah, I think that's what I
Yeah,
did.
Logan
You
Q and
passed the parcel.
myself still has steal a vote, and Jamie still has pass the parcel. So pass the parcel for Jamie.
I'm blowing
Logan,
the load.
yeah, Logan steal a vote. Q steal a
Where are you
vote.
going?
Myself steal a vote. These next 4 matchups for those two, just for pass the parcel and steal a vote. These next 4 matchups are the last time to use them. If you don't use it, don't use it. Beyond that, you just don't use them. All right. Okay. So I believe Jamie, did you start that last one off? Okay. So Jamie started that last one off, which means I start this one off. Let's go back to the TV. Oh, sorry. Welcome back for round 3 and beyond. Starting off in the TV section on this one, it is either Dr. House, played by Hugh Laurie, or Amy Farrah Fowler from Big Bang Theory. I'm gonna go with Dr. House on this one. I do love Amy Farrah Fowler. I personally think she's kind of typecasted on the show because that is actually who she is in real life type thing. And uh, smart girls are cool, at least from my point of view. I'm still gonna go with House. Gets my vote. Q, is it House or Amy Farrah Fowler?
I'm bringing down the house.
No, Amy Fowler. Big Bang Theory.
No, she can rebuild the house.
No, Big Bang Theory.
No, house,
Big Bang Theory.
house.
Big Bang Theory.
House
Big Bang
gets
Theory.
to vote on that one. Logan, is it House or
Asshole.
Amy Farrah Fowler?
I'm going with House.
Gets another one. Shy.
Just to fuck it up, I've got to say Amy Farrah Fowler for this one.
Oh, come on. We all live in a fucking
Big Bang
house.
Theory.
You have to
Big
vote
Bang
for
Theory.
house.
Big Bang Theory.
Jamie.
Hey Jess, what's my vote?
Big Bang Theory.
There you go.
You should have said
Q.
house. That'd have been hella funny. Oh my god, that'd have been fucking hysterical.
So Q,
You missed so
with
many
you
shots.
not going with your wife on that one.
No, I'm not going. I can't change my vote. I already said.
No, I'm just saying. With Q not going with his wife in that situation, Amy Farrah Fowler lost. So
How can he change?
How are
his
you gonna
vote
live
when
with
he's
yourself?
not
no,
allowed
no, no,
to?
no. With
I
Q,
don't know.
in the moment where Q decided, with him not going with his wife, since
Right.
it was a split decision, because
Oh.
it would have gone the opposite direction if Q would have voted with his wife. So, there you go. House moves on 3-2 to the next round. Q does start us off on this one. Q, is it Matthew Lillard as Shaggy or Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark?
I am going to steal a vote, and the name escapes me, but it's one of the lovely bastards, and it's not the guy there.
Shy.
Shy.
There we go. Yeah,
You forgot one of your fellow bastards' names. That's nice.
Do you see my eyes right now?
No,
Yes,
I don't,
you
because you're
actually
about
do.
that tiny on my
Like
screen.
I am barely. You know,
You got dog hair everywhere.
that's just because we have dogs. Anyways, I'm stealing Shy's vote. There we go. My bad. Damn. And I'm going with Shaggy.
Gets a vote.
because I feel like she gets wet over Iron Man, so I'm gonna have to stop that and dry it up real quick.
Logan.
I am going with Shaggy as well.
Attaboy, Logan.
Gives a
I
vote
love
and
Iron
the
Man.
win.
Shaggy is my childhood.
Shy, what would have your vote been?
My vote would have been for Shaggy.
Bullshit.
No,
Bullshit.
that's what I thought it was going to be too.
Yeah, because did you not remember her reaction to Iron Man earlier, and the fact that Logan
Didn't she say she would want him to like?
That
take
was
off,
against
like,
that was
this
against
next
the other
man,
people. We're
like,
talking about
what
Iron Man
is-
against Shaggy. So I voted for Shaggy every time before.
I know, but that's before. This is now.
Jamie,
You're
Shaggy,
fucking fault
Tony
now.
Stark.
I'm just surprised Logan didn't vote for him. I'm just like, seriously?
Yeah, I was more surprised about Logan than Shy. I knew where Shy was going to go.
So I'm going to vote for Iron Man because he didn't. I feel like he should have. So
Well, it's like
Just for compensation, here's the compensation vote.
yeah, we're just going to vote for him, you know.
Tony Stark gets that vote. Shaggy gets my vote, which means Shaggy moves on 4-1 to the next round. Matthew Lillard moves on. Logan starts us off. Is it Alan Rickman playing Snape from the Harry Potter series or Jim Carrey playing Grinch from How the Grinch Stole Christmas?
For everybody out there in visual land, that face that Shy just gave was a fuck you to everybody here. That's for sure.
I'm going to steal Q's vote on this one.
Okay, who are you voting for?
And I'm voting for Snape.
No!
You're a bastard.
Wow.
For the longest time, I always thought his name was Snake.
It makes sense.
It makes sense.
It does make sense.
Like I'm saying, before, I when I watched the movie, the first movie for the first time.
Why are you doing this with your fans?
Because that's how a snake goes.
Yeah, exactly. It's how Snake goes. He slithers. And then it just kind of turned out that he was head of the Slytherin house, which it was a snake. So it just all kind of made sense until I read the book.
Shy. Snape, Grinch.
It's gonna as much as I love all things Harry Potter, I love all things Jim Carrey more, especially the Grinch, because I could watch that at any time of the year. So it's got to be Jim Carrey.
Jamie. I don't know if she's frozen or not.
Is it? Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you, but you're frozen.
Yeah, I am frozen. Not sure if I can get that fixed or. So
It's a good look either way.
I really hope not, because I was making some funny faces. Jim Carrey.
Which means it is a tie-breaking decision coming down to me on this situation.
I voted?
You got your vote
You got your vote stolen.
Oh yeah. Wait. What? By who?
Logan.
That's right, Logan. Damn.
Yeah, Logan stole your vote, which means this is a tie-breaking decision coming down to me. Q.
Yes.
Out of curiosity, though, would it have been Snape or Grinch?
I'd have been Grinch.
Good. That means I'm going
You know
with
what?
Snape.
No. It'd have been Snape. Just so that way he thinks he wasted his fucking vote or his steal vote. Yeah.
Either way, I'm going to go for Snape on this one.
I was going to vote for Snape.
3-2. Snape moves on to the next round. Faces another 3-2 in the next round.
Jamie didn't like it. She left.
She's trying to figure out this entire thing. Shy starts us off. busy guy. Shy starts us off on this one. Is it Mrs. Doubtfire, played by Robin Williams, or Johnny Depp's Jack Sparrow?
Good God! Could you repeat that one more time? I was a little distracted.
Is it?
If Voldemort and Bellatrix had a child.
Good God.
Is it Johnny Depp's Captain Jack Sparrow or Robin Williams' Mrs. Doubtfire?
Oh, Jack Sparrow.
Gets a vote. Jamie is away from keyboard at the moment, so her vote automatically goes for the pass to parcel, which is the last time for her to use it anyway. Between Jack
Just can
Sparrow
vote.
and Doubtfire.
Jess can vote in place of Jamie right now.
No.
Okay.
No. If Jamie's not back by the rest of the show, I'll have Jeff do it.
Well,
But
I'm saying just for this vote, like she could have just voted instead of doing the pass parcel thing.
well, she still has the rest of the thing. Pass the parcel's in play for Jamie though. Jack Sparrow and Doubtfire. Ooh. Okay.
Ooh.
The vote's going to go for Doubtfire on
Bold.
this one, but Jack Sparrow got 4th place.
Wow.
So
Hey,
that's where that entire ooh went. On that one.
Jamie just snapped me asking if I can vote for her. Her shit's not coming back up.
All right.
Here's proof if you want it.
That's no, it's all right. I'll believe you. I believe you. Shit happens. She's been having issues. So, I'm gonna again. I don't like Doubtfire. So, and I'm the only one with a steal a vote left. So I'm gonna steal a vote on this one. And just because Logan is our guest this week, and I have a tendency to steal the guest vote as much as possible, I'll be stealing Logan's vote. Jack Sparrow gets my vote and his vote. Q, finish this out. Is it Jack Sparrow or Doubtfire?
Well, I'm gonna have to say I doubt that Doubtfire is gonna go any further than this. So I'm gonna have to go with Captain Jack Sparrow. Mate.
4-1. Jack Sparrow moves on to the final 4. And yes, apparently for Jesse, that was what? Voldemort and
It was Bellatrix's kid.
Voldemort and Bellatrix's kid.
Okay.
It looked like if Snape and Voldemort had a kid.
I could see that too.
Either way, the stuff shown.
It was so funny.
All right. So, Jamie / Jess. Actually, Jess will be starting this one off.
Hi.
Jess, final 4. Dr. House, Jack Sparrow, Professor Snape, or Shaggy?
Sugar.
Let's go with Professor Snape.
Professor Snape, which means we're starting off on this one. By the way, all pass to parcels and steal a votes not only have been used, but they're both all off the board at this current time. Blown a lows is still the option for the rest of this. Is it Dr. House or Professor Snape?
Snape.
Snape
gets a vote. Q.
Jesse says snaps. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
what
Snaps.
He just snaps in the kid's face.
Nah. I'm gonna go with House.
Lame.
House gets a vote. Oh, I forgot to vote. Shit, I'm gonna go for House too.
The sarcasm is what sells.
I was trying to figure out Jesse's comment. I forgot.
I'm pretty sure he
forgot
meant
to fucking
Snape.
vote.
He mistyped.
Yeah. Logan, is it House or Snape?
Snape.
You mean Snake?
Snape.
Tie-breaking decision coming down to Shay.
It's Snape.
Snape.
I'm a Snape.
You're all brick houses.
Sneaky little slithery Snape.
3-2. Snape moves on to the next round. I start this one off. It's either going to be Shaggy or Jack Sparrow.
Oh, that sucks. My balls.
All three of them.
Pause. There was a period there, so it's two different sentences, not one.
I'm gonna go for Jack Sparrow on this one. I think, and this is more of an actor versus actor situation. Because I think Johnny Depp nails pretty much every single role he does. There's been a couple of roles that Matthew Lillard just hasn't hit as well as he should have. I think he should have, but I'm not an actor either, so I can't really judge on anything. So Jack Sparrow gets my vote. Q.
I'm gonna turn the screen white and blow my load.
Logan.
I really wish I had a white piece of paper right now.
I'm also gonna blow my load.
You son of a bastard.
Shy.
Just because I'm gonna blow my load.
All right, we have a squirting guns going. All right.
Jess, is it a 4-way?
Come on,
Why
Joe.
not? Let's make it a 4-way.
And Freddie fucks up the bukkake.
I did.
Actually, you know what, Freddie? You are the center of that bukkake since you're the one that didn't vote.
I fucked up the Bukake episode. We've only had like 3 of them,
Right,
maybe?
and you know it's very uncommon for you to fuck that up.
And we haven't had one in a while.
Facts.
But I was just voting first, I guess. So Q, it goes back to you. You're out of lifelines as well. Actually, everybody with the exception of me is out of lifelines now. So Q, is it Shaggy or Jack Sparrow?
I just want to say that to my right, maybe it's your left, I don't know, but to my right, and then down and to my left, and then right below me, y'all suck.
You're welcome.
Y'all are truly bastards.
Yep, we try.
That's why we're
Welcome
here.
to
Fuck. Yeah, I Sparrow.
Gets a vote. Logan.
Shaggy.
I knew it. I knew Logan was going Shaggy though. Ugh.
Shaggy.
Oh no, we have 2 Shags.
It is a tie-breaking decision coming down to Jess. Jess, is it Matthew Lillard playing Shaggy in the Scooby-Doo series or Johnny Depp playing Captain Jack Sparrow in the Pirates of the Caribbean?
Well, I'm pretty sure you already know what my answer is. I'm going with Jack Sparrow. Sparrow.
Damn it, Jess.
This is the day you almost got rid of Captain Jack Sparrow in this one.
I am a huge Johnny Depp fan.
I am too, but it's Matthew fucking Lillard.
But
Shaggy.
Shaggy.
Johnny Depp is like literally my number 1 person. Well, no, I guess I can't say that. Jensen Ackles is.
Wow, I thought that'd be me. I guess not. I'm the husband.
You're like
I'm not 1. I'm not 2.
But you're
I might
with
be
me.
3. Damn, but
He barely cracked the top 10.
I'm talking about celebrities, not
I am a celebrity.
you.
In your own mind.
So, all right. Out of the final 4 here, we'll be getting to third place in a second. But out of the final 4, the audience, who had a collective vote of 840 votes, Snape came in number 2. Jack Sparrow came in number 4. Dr. House came in number 3. And Shaggy is the only outlier here, came in number 12.
Who was number 1?
Doubtfire. And the only difference between Snape actually ended up winning this entire thing on Facebook as far as the bracket goes. It came down to Snape and Doubtfire, but Doubtfire, when you added up all the votes collectively, which is how this was ranked for them, Doubtfire ended up having 2 more votes than Snape did. So it was close on that one. Anyway, Q starts us off on this one for third place. Is it Dr. House or Shaggy?
start.
Who starts
Talking
it
to me?
off?
Q, yeah.
Oh, my bad. Shit.
You said who starts it off and then didn't say your
Momentarily.
name.
Q, not who.
I swore
Oh,
you
I
said.
thought you
I thought you said who
who.
too. Yeah, I thought you were looking down, and then I am okay.
Yeah, I was looking down at the board, saying who I had next. So Q
It sounded
starts
like
this
you
one
said
off.
Q
Third
first.
place, Q. Is it Dr. House or Shaggy?
I'll do the redemption and go Shaggy on this one.
Get to vote, Logan.
Shaggy.
Shy?
Shaggy.
Jess.
Shaggy.
No love for the house.
I'm gonna go for Shaggy as well. There's plenty of people out there that I know that absolutely loves Matthew Lillard. We've
The
done a
first
Matthew Lillard.
sweep.
We've done a Matthew Lillard bracket in the past, so I got to show him love. Shaggy gets third place on this one. Logan starts off the finals. Is it Professor Snape or Captain Jack Sparrow?
Snape.
Shy?
I'm going purely off of how many times I've seen each movie, so I'm gonna have to go with Jack Sparrow.
Really, you've seen Pirates of the Caribbean more than
More
Harry
than
Potter?
Harry Potter.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say the same thing. I've seen
I've
even
seen
all.
Harry Potter way more than I've seen Pirates.
Oh yeah. I've seen each movie probably a million times. Easy.
I mean, it's neck and neck, but
Oh, by a landslide, Harry Potter is much more than Pirates.
Side note, real quick. The NHL Canada versus United States. Holy shit, you guys got to check out.
Oh my
Definitely
God, I
showed
did
them the
see
meaning
that.
of fuck around and find out. That's what you get when you boo another nation's
National anthem.
freaking national anthem.
I
I
mean,
don't care if
would
it's a U.S.
do our
national
national
anthem.
too.
Have you ever seen U.S. fans boo a national anthem from another country? I haven't.
mm-mm.
Not
That's just
till
I don't care about.
not till recently.
I don't care about what political leanings you have or whatever, but you don't boo a
Right.
national anthem.
Like disrespect.
Oh wait, so
That's
Canada
disrespect on my
booed
heart.
the U.S.
Canada, there's been multiple games now where Canada has booed
Yeah.
the
And
national
last night,
anthem.
they fucked around and found out they booed the national anthem within the first 5 seconds of the hockey game. All over the United States drop gloves and start throwing hands.
Yeah.
Within the first
Damn.
5 seconds.
They
There
just
was
drop
like-
sticks, start
I think
slinging
there's
up.
three.
Yeah.
There's three
I'm gonna
different
have to look
recorded
that up.
fights
That's-
within the first 10 seconds of the game.
Damn.
It
Who
was
won?
nasty,
It was beautiful.
but
One.
that's what I'm saying is like I don't care what country you come from,
No,
what political
you
leanings you have.
Who won? Damn
You
it!
don't.
Oh, we beat shit out of Canada. Then we proceeded to beat Canada in the game 3-1.
And we beat Canada. I don't play hockey, but as the United States beat Canada at their home game.
For the first time in 9 years.
Like, it's hockey. That's not America's game. America has football and baseball.
Hey,
Hockey
that's called winning out of spite.
that's called
Honestly.
that's a definition of fuck around and find out. All right. It's like you don't fucking do that. I wouldn't. And this is not America versus Canada thing. I have a lot of people up in Canada who I absolutely love. I would never boo the
No.
entire "Oh Canada" thing if I was either watching a pay-per-view. I know the Elimination Chamber's coming up in Canada in a couple weeks, and it's in Toronto. And I don't think you're going to have Americans up there, and there will be Americans up there booing the national anthem for Canada because you just don't do that.
No.
So yeah, I applaud the freaking players out there about not only showing them on the scoreboard, but kicking their ass right when the game started.
That's like I feel like the most disrespect you could show.
Yeah. So I don't know. Freedom of speech and all, but that's just rude. All right. Jess. Jack Sparrow or Snape?
My two favorite people. But R.I.P. to Snape or Alan Rickman, so I'm going to go with Snape.
Gets a vote. I could be a bastard and give it a tiebreak decision to Q, but I'm not going to. I'm going to be.
Oh, come on, Freddie!
It!
Freddie, I had the perfect line for it too. God dang it!
I'm going to blow my load in this situation. Q, is it Jack or Snape?
Where's the rum? Why is the rum?
Why is the rum?
Why is the rum gone?
Why is the rum always gone?
And really bad eggs. All right, so yeah, I'm going with Sparrow on this. If Freddie would have given me the tie-breaking decision, I'd have been like, "Yeah, you're right, Jess. R.I.P. to Alan Rickman because he's getting second." But Freddie had to fuck it up, and he had to get
All
man
right.
and blow his load.
I'm gonna go with Captain Jack Sparrow on.
Okay,
on
I'm
this
still
one.
happy.
I just wanted to blow my load, so we'd all five of us ended up using all three of our lifelines. So that's 15 lifelines out of 15 lifelines, all used during the show. I waited to the very end to be doing it. Jack Sparrow, Professor Snape, Shaggy, and House round up your top four. That is our show this week, guys. This is a lot longer show that we've been having lately. You can find Q at.
You can find me on Bracket Bastards, of course. You can also find me on Facebook under Quentin Vandystrute, and you can find me on Instagram under Master Bastard Q because, well, I'm the master of these bastards.
You can find Logan at.
You can occasionally find me on one of the Bastards' other podcasts, Central Booking, where we talk about professional wrestling. And then you can find me on Instagram at Logan_0799.
Find Shy at.
Well, you can find me here. You can find me over on the Para or Normal Guys on YouTube for that and the Misfits. You can find me on the Thin Line Rock Station on Mondays, and you can find me on TikTok at Asylum Shy.
And you can find the most beautiful bastard Jess at.
You can find me on Instagram under JessMay93 or Facebook under JessMayVandyStroop.
And of course, I am your head bastard, Freddie Fisher. You can find me at that on Facebook. While you're on Facebook, check out Bracket Bastards, the audience vote. I did not fuck it up this time. Thank you. Where you can vote along, as always with us. Next week, what you will be voting on is the worst possible James Bond options. And there are some really comical James Bond options coming up. The list has been posted to go ahead and check that one out.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson has to be a terrible one.
He was on the original list, but I went ahead and took him out because he's could be like in today's realm of possibilities to actually do that.
I put Will Smith on there for Harvey.
At the very, very end, the list was already posted at that point.
It just popped up on my timeline on my Facebook when I saw it.
Well, it was done
when I posted
like a week ago.
I think we ended up doing that Friday night.
Yeah, it literally just came up on my Facebook.
Well, that's the thing. On Twitter, I'm at Fisher777. We're all at Bracket Pod. As always, on Instagram, you can find me at Can't Lick Me. Not one word. I like to end every show with a quote. Today's quote comes from Angelina Jolie, who is not on our list today. It says, "Therapy, I don't need that. The roles I choose are my therapy." That is our show this week, guys. Have a good one.
Best.